Oh, ho, ho, ho! Good evening and welcome to the Good Faith Podcast, where we maneuver around debauchery, attempting to find harmony with our fellow man and unpack degeneracy. I'm your host, Ninja Bullock. We understand you could have been a million other places, and that time is the most precious commodity any of us have. So from the bottom of our heart, we'd like to share our gratitude with all of you. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. Due to the sensitive nature of some of our topics, we hope that you will shield youngins from some of the vulgarity that may be spewed here. It must be noted that the views expressed by the panel are not necessarily the views of the Good Faith Podcast, and we're not liable for any results incurred by the utilization of our advice. Nor are we a fiduciary and assume no culpability of investment performance as a result of following our financial advice. Our simple aim is to entertain and to inform. Anybody living in the greater Philadelphia area interested in making an appearance on our show can reach me in a DM on Facebook or Instagram at Christopher Bulick. See our Patreon link in the description if you'd like to make a campaign contribution to facilitate our meteoric rise. As a candidate of the people, I solemnly swear I won't misappropriate the funds. I won't spend them at Myrtle Beach golf courses. I won't gas up a corporate jet to fly to Tulum. I won't fund arms dealers in the Middle East with Stinger missiles and Harrier jets. I won't buy stupid shit.
There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
In all seriousness, times are tough, and any proceeds we receive will be going towards avoiding eviction, keeping the lights on, medicating Clark with all of his health concerns, and feeding our gracious guests. Once again, if you feel that you've been given value by us, it takes a little bit of extra effort to like and subscribe. Everybody, like, subscribe, seriously. This is your notification that the Good Faith Podcast is now available on not only YouTube, but Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcasts, Listen Notes, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and RSS.com. We'll keep pushing out these episodes so long as our following stays growing. And here's a special shout out to our faraway friends in Christchurch, Zambia, Nigeria, Bud, Finland, San Diego, San Jose, San Francisco, Portland, Cheyenne, Nebraska, Salt Lake City, Denver, Chattanooga, Birmingham, Atlanta, Lexington, Kansas City, St. Paul, St. Louis, Detroit, Nashville, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, South Bend, Richmond, DC, Vancouver, and all of our Canadian buddies. Hey, I'm sorry. Edmonton, Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, Calgary, Harrisburg, Albany, and New York City. You guys fill my heart with joy every time I see y'all pop up on the map. If you'd be so kind, chat while we're live. Let us know where you're living, and we'll try and target your demographic with content specific to you. The path to notoriety will be for our listeners to spread the good word of the pod. If you have somebody in mind who would agree with our content, who may be informed, or even if you want to ridicule us, I don't give a fuck. Send a link to your friends and family. All publicity is good publicity. Our objective is to have a balance between the red and the blue. So if you have somebody in mind who enjoys listening to pods, please spread our channel. Chernie, what's our hashtag?
Iriubiamo.
And that stands for I respect you only because your opinion aligns with my own. It's okay to show love and tolerance to anybody with an aligned opinion. Feel free to disrespect anybody whose opinion doesn't mirror yours and to treat them with bratty toxicity. After all, respect is only earned by somebody with an identical belief system as your own. Hashtag
Iriubiamo.
All right, so let's get into it. Before we introduce ourselves, I'll stall for Peanut a little bit. And, you know, like, and I hope everybody will, you know, be on board.
No.
Like, I always try and, like, have, like, a cumulative theme to all these episodes. And, like, to make a commentary about, you know, the state of our nation, how I think, you know, there's an onslaught on masculinity, how I don't think growth can occur in your comfort zone, how I think we ought to bring back shame, how, you know, to some of these low-value women, you know, all the good men seem to be hiding under a rock, how our government, you know, uses celebrities and athletes to distract us from the corruption that's going on, how nobody's coming to save you, you have to save yourself, how we're suffering from soaring hoflation, how you got to give yourself permission to suck. All is fair in love and war. And, you know, and in this episode, I think things are going to get interning. So does anybody want to, you know, make any comments about anything on our content that has existed? Like, how do you guys, what are your criticisms? What are your comments? What are your praises?
You asking us?
Sure. Anybody who's got something to say.
It can get repetitive some weeks, but let's see how it goes this week.
Okay.
It'll probably still be.
I'm hoping not.
But we have like different people. Like we'll probably have different viewpoints.
All right. So I got like something, because I think it's gonna get a little interning this week, and I want to do something to like break the tension, just to get us all in a comfortable mood. So like, let's pretend that everybody was like a toy, right? Like a Woody doll, right?
Or
they had the
Army
wind
soldiers.
up shit. What?
The army soldiers.
No. Like
No?
you're a Woody doll, right? And you have that like string in your back, and you have like maybe like
I got a
three,
steak in my boot.
Yeah, you got maybe like 3 catchphrases. We'll start with Peanut since he's not here. We'll talk shit on him behind his back. What catchphrase would your Peanut doll have? I guess I'll start, I suppose, with you fucking Leah Thomas and her big flopping duck.
I feel like that's not a catchphrase. It's something he said one time.
Well, yeah, like I mean, all right, it's
quotable.
it's a Peanut quote. My Peanut doll has Leah Thomas and her big flopping duck. What about you, Chernie? And you can't say the Chicago one again.
Oh, I wasn't. I was gonna say, fucking guitar. That's a shithole.
Well, I said that last week.
Okay, well, I'm stealing.
I'm gonna shove my throat down her cock.
Wait, when did he say that?
He was talking like we were playing like I don't know, the Bears or the Vikings or something. He was like,
What?
Yeah, we're gonna shove our throats down your cocks.
What? Why?
Because he's dumb.
I don't understand.
I don't even have
All right, what's your ninja quote? Then?
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh,
We gotta think of one.
was that a spill?
No
liquid spill?
No liquid spill.
Okay.
Chill, bro. You good?
I was gonna say flop that shit.
Give me 5 minutes.
All right, Ryan, do you have a ninja quote?
I would use your parent voice and just say, okay.
Hey, yeah, I'll be there.
Hey,
All right, that's good. How are you? Chernie, do you have a favorite ninja quote?
Yeah, I would use his gaming voice. Fuck!
All right. Nasty, I'll let you like come back because I know you're not like you don't know all of us all that well.
Well, he
But
probably knows you pretty well.
yeah, like
You're like gonna skip him on the one he knows?
well, like I'm just gonna
I'm gonna
I'm gonna give him an opportunity to like think on it, ruminate. What is your favorite Chernie quote?
Let me think on this.
He's trying not to offend.
I'm gonna.
I want to be mindful of that.
You can go ahead.
I'm gonna say.
Well, okay, so like when Chernie is like super indignant about something, just super appalled by something you said, I'll say, "What?"
I knew you were gonna say that one.
I'm gonna say. Dan Slam!
How is that even a me quote?
It just
That's
is.
something we quoted for you.
Okay.
And then, what does the nasty doll say? I know.
I don't
What's about to say?
Nasty doll says, "Oh shit! This balcony has a jacuzzi. I'm gonna turn this into the perfect smut tub."
Smut.
Out all the years you know me, that's all better than that. I never even said it.
You
Right,
gotta have more.
Something better. Like I one thing you always say.
What?
Man, these bitches are just like little kids. They are. Or like she's a chunky white bitch with some good ass pussy. I nutted even with a rubber on. Even with a rubber on, ninja.
That's all I would say.
What about old ninja? Like you could put like my doll having like a quote of when I was like a fucking pothead and I was always drinking, I would like go into my boss's office and be like, you know what? I deserve this motherfucking raise. You gonna give me a raise? I'll quit.
He even
And
say
then
you
what,
what's
you
up his
quit?
boss's office and demand a raise.
No, and you know what? He's probably like, hey.
He's a dishwasher. He gonna bust up his chef's office.
He's probably late more than half the time.
For real.
Old man.
And he's also not working there anymore for a reason.
Yeah.
They didn't give him a raise.
You owe me. I don't get the trade. I'm gonna tear this motherfucker up. I'm turning it up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. But you ain't doing shit.
Dishwashing job somewhere else.
So, when you mold your lifestyle to meet your ideals, it's healthy. When you mold your ideals to meet your lifestyle, it's cope. Do you guys agree with that?
What?
Say it again, slow.
When you change your lifestyle
Okay.
to meet your ideals or your goals, it's healthy.
Okay.
When you change your ideals or your goals to meet your lifestyle, that's cope.
I'd say it's like settling for being comfortable in what you're at, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so if
So give like a real life example of that.
so like a real life example would be like
Like
maybe you are like morbidly obese, or maybe you're just like you're very overweight, and like you say like, well, women don't like jack dudes. Women like pudgy guys because it's it's comforting. It's like I'm like a big teddy bear. Like, no, you're just like fitting. You're just molding your ideals to match your reality, because it's easier and more comfortable to have a pudgy body instead of like a ripped body.
Weren't you saying women like like pudgy guys more now?
So we can discuss this. I feel like this is like a good first topic to get into. I can't find it. I know there was a study that was done where they hooked women up to a CAT scan?
I don't know. Whatever
Like
you
that
said it was.
measures brain activity. Is that a CAT scan?
It's not.
That or an EEG or
EEG?
yeah,
Yeah.
electronic.
Yeah, they hooked a bunch of women up to EEGs, showed them pictures of dad bods and of ripped bods, and like a statistically significant amount of the women said with their words, "I like the dad bod," but their brains told the truth on them. Their brains lit up in the portion of their brain where like excitement happens when they saw the ripped bods. So like they were actually like neurologically.
So you're saying they were lying?
They were neurologically stimulated by the
Maybe
ripped
not lying.
bods.
Maybe not lying, but like like
Coping.
yeah.
Coping, sure. Yeah.
Maybe trying to convince themselves.
They're trying to convince themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
But you believed it. You believed that they do like fat people better. That's what you told me. That's what you told me.
When did I say that?
Not on air, but like when we were watching like Pitch Perfect, you were talking about it.
Well, I mean,
Or before
see. I think
Pitch
there's like I think this is a layered phenomenon where I think that a ripped man is it's dangerous to a woman. It shows
dangerous
it
to
shows-
a woman.
Well, all right, you figure she can easily control the man that's a little fatter or
Yeah.
out of shape because he feels so like he'll maybe put her more of a pedestal. Because, she looks better than me, and then she kind of it's like someone they want the man to like her more than she like him.
Yeah.
So they see that all right, well he's a little fat and out of shape, he ain't going nowhere.
So
But,
Exactly.
but if he's a tall, handsome, good-looking guy, she know he got options. She know,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then she know that well he can easily want to go win. So then she know that's competition right there. So
Exactly.
she don't want to mess with that.
Yep.
She may have fun with it, but she knows she can't deal with it every day because she don't like what comes with having a tall, good-looking guy. And she know that the women want him.
Yep. That's what I think.
Meathead, fatso, hard butt, Rally the whale.
Porky, hog, badass, double wide, butterball, those sorts of things, right?
Why did you keep going? Why did you keep going?
Sorry, chat. If you're trying to chat in right now, okay, there we go.
Is text to speech not working?
Are you able to test it, Chernie?
I mean,
It should be
testing?
working. What?
Aren't they testing it right now?
Well, if like chat. Oh, here, yeah. See, yeah. Okay, so we did miss 3. There we go. Yeah, everybody watch this shit. So Joe, sorry to catch us up. Joe Fowler said, "What's up, boys?"
Said test.
Did you have it off or something?
So for some reason, my entire everything was turned off when I came home, so I had to like reset everything. But Russ says you need a set of core values. As long as your goals correlate to them, it is all mentally healthy. My core value is family, so anything I aim to accomplish must benefit my family. Russ says, or else it is self-destructive. Yeah. But yeah, I agree with what Nasty says. Like a pudgy guy is controllable. A pudgy guy represents security and safety. She knows that she's not going to have to compete at the highest level for the exclusive attention of a pudgy guy. She's able to treat a pudgy guy however she wants. A pudgy guy is going to have like inherently lower standards for himself, lower standards for the world around him. So he's gonna, he's just going to be grateful to have any girl. He's not necessarily going to
we'll just lower the standards down a lot to
Yeah.
where they are now.
So is that maybe a reason why some women go for murderers?
So you're getting ahead of yourself. You had that on here too. All right, should we go? Let's. All right, while we're at. Well, I kind of wanted to save this for Peanut, but he,
The murderers?
yeah,
We can save it.
The concept of hybristophilia.
Yeah, why don't you save it for him?
All right.
You got a lot of talk.
Yeah, we've got 3 hours.
Yeah.
Unless he doesn't show.
Should it be?
That's
I really hate to break it to you. Can't be here this episode, but definitely next week. Definitely coming next week.
I'll pay you for a hamburger today.
Should it be recognized as child abuse to allow your child to become very obese?
Absolutely.
What'd you say?
Should it be recognized as child abuse to allow your child to become very obese? And let's pretend that we're talking about a child under the age of 10.
Like how obese is obese?
Let's say at
Like
least
150.
let's say 40 pounds over a healthy weight. Or let's say 50 pounds over.
He big.
He
Yeah,
big.
50 pounds over.
He got titties.
Oversized stomach and a pair of floppy breasts, isn't that right?
Yeah.
He's huffing and puffing.
Should it be child abuse? Meaning this.
Joseph Fowler said absolutely.
So what do you do?
The
for-
state comes in. They fucking seize the child. Mommy and daddy go to jail.
You know the kid in foster care, what you gonna do?
I feel like it shouldn't be to the same degree like that. I don't know if you like put him in jail for it.
Well, why? But like,
Yeah,
all right,
what do with him?
what would happen?
The kid's happy. It's not like he's definitely being
Alright.
being fed well.
All right, but
No,
so
he's not.
so
No,
what-
he's not.
All right, not
so what-
healthy.
So
but
what's
like,
gonna happen? What's gonna happen if a 10-year-old is caught with like alcohol? The 10-year-old's drinking alcohol. What's gonna happen to that kid and those parents?
The parents get in trouble normally.
They're gonna
Yeah, the kid doesn't really get in
The
trouble.
kid
for
gets
it.
No, but
removed.
the kid
Yeah.
gets removed from the home, right?
Yeah.
Which is more deadly, obesity or alcoholism?
Statistically, obesity, right?
Obesity.
Okay, what's gonna happen if a child is found with crack or cigarettes or like any of these harmful drugs that are bad for
Okay, drugs are illegal. Food isn't.
Yeah, how's the kid get-
Why don't you?
Actually, Chernie,
All right.
actually, there's some food that's in United States food that is illegal in other countries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not our country.
But also, here's
And
what
I
no,
agree,
no,
we
no,
should
no.
probably have stricter laws on it. You should
Dude,
make
this is
accountability
what
for.
I'll say. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like I think like there's poison in our food and it's fucked up. But also like it's kind of easy to like not give your kids straight shit
Yeah.
with like a
It's
ton of added sugar. Like
It's just laziness.
Well, it's also more expensive to get healthier food. That's another problem.
that's yeah.
So what should really be going on is putting more regulations on the food companies
Yep.
than punishing
Yep.
the parents.
I think I think that both need to happen though. Like parents need to be
Mhm.
held accountable and
The parents definitely not. Yeah,
you
you
know what I'm
can't.
saying? And food needs to be better. For sure.
All right. So it seems like we have three in
Mhm.
agreement, one in disagreement.
Not really disagreement. It's just I don't think the parents should really be put in jail for it. I think like that's what you said
No,
though.
it would be extreme. Something got to be done. Where, like,
Yeah.
You have the kid on a plan, or you don't get the kid on a plan, or you work.
Like
They
if
will put you in jail.
yeah, what I'm saying is
They will
like
give you a time limit.
I'm not saying like put them in jail, but like taking the kid away if they're not like actively trying to fix the problem they already made. Like if they're just letting them get fatter and fatter. If they're not like trying to, just like with welfare, like if they're not actively looking for a job and they don't get welfare after a certain period of time. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna try and save as much of this for Peanut as can be. He get. I swear I'll be there next week. All right. We're not gonna introduce him though. No further introduction needed for Peanut. So guys, we're gonna go around the table. I want to hear your name, age, occupation, highest level of education completed. I'll start. My name's Ninja or Chris. My age is 33. Occupation is I'm a life skills coach, and my highest level of education completed is an associate's degree in liberal arts.
Dan, I'm 32. Bachelor's degree in accounting, and I work at a credit union.
You want to go first, Nasty?
I'm Eric. I'm 39. I'm a fireman, and I got associates in culinary arts.
Ryan, 34, master's degree in counseling, and that's what I do too. I'm a counselor, mental health.
All right. Nessie, did you come up with any favorite ninja quotes in this time of thinking?
Or Peanut.
or Peanut quotes?
It's hard to think when we're conversing too.
You can't do peanut quotes.
I could fill 3 hours of a show with peanut quotes. Like,
you could do peanut all day personally. There you go. I can't do ninja quotes. One time I did quotes, you pissed me off.
We'll deal with those. Those are the best ones.
Or it's like when you be like, oh, like Sea of Thieves, it's like, hold on, another one. 5 minutes, and 5 minutes, like 2 hours later. You know what I mean? Is he 2 hours in a good way?
Said, I have so many nut quotes.
Nut quotes. So many nut quotes. That's his wife.
Feel free to share them, please. And he should be, Katie. He says he should be on here any second now. So let's hope he's.
He'll come to the door any second.
So the title of this episode is this nonsense is about to get real interning. Because I'll believe it when I see it. Oh wait, sorry. Come on, Gladys, you old bitch.
So slow.
Katie Crawford says, I believe it when I see it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Peanut. A couple weeks ago, Peanut was like, "Oh man, Nasty. When I come on next week, things are gonna be real interning." Because he like misspelled. I'm fucking Gladys, you slow bitch.
That's computer's name, Gladys.
Kelly Hewlett said, hi guys.
What's up, Kelly?
All right, guys. Can I know your relationship status and longest relationship? Mine is single, and my longest relationship is about 3 years, give or take.
Single, 7 years.
Single, 4 months.
Jeez.
I'm married and 8 years.
All right. And can I know your orientation? I am heterosexual.
Heterosexual and demisexual.
Hetero.
And can I? All right. Things are just about to get real interning. What's a woman? Right. You're up first.
A woman is someone who identifies as a woman.
Nasty. What's a woman?
A woman is someone that genetically has the parts of a woman, like the uterus, fallopian tube, etc., etc. That's what I consider to be a woman.
Chernie.
Same thing as Ryan said.
Okay.
What do you say, Bullock? What's a woman, Bullock?
Yeah, Bullock.
Put all your guests on the spot.
No, I agree with Nasty. Like a person who has, what is it? Fallopian tubes, a uterus. Like big floppy breasts.
Oversized stomach and a pair of floppy breasts, isn't that right?
So, what is a man? You guys believe that it is anyone who identifies as a man.
Yeah.
And me and Nasty believe it's a person with a big honking hog.
Balls.
So what about the people that both?
What about what?
What about the people that have both?
Katie Crawford said,
They got
did you
one
say
good,
fallopian
huh?
tubes?
Fallopian tubes.
Tombs.
All right, guys. What are your spiritual beliefs, Rye? I'll go with you first.
He just ignored that. All right.
Kelly Bulick said, anyone can buy big floppy breasts.
That's true. They're not very floppy.
Not if you're dirt poor. Like, I suppose you could like go into debt for it, but
Yeah.
I mean,
You get a loan for your.
money.
You get one floppy titties. That's all.
Hey, they can pay for
Get your
themselves.
money back.
Nasty spiritual beliefs.
I don't have a denomination, but I believe in a higher power.
Testing.
Hi, Og.
Mhm.
Hello.
You said you believe in a higher power, but
Yeah,
not a religion. Okay. Yeah, that's a good spiritual belief. Chernie,
Agnostic.
agnostic, and I am non-denominationally Christian. All right, let's get into this interning shit.
Without them?
Yeah, because I think me and Nasty and possibly you, I don't know, are gonna disagree with the married men on here.
Oh.
But
What's this?
who is more exciting, sexy, pleasant, happy, respectful, and carefree? A girlfriend or a wife? Chernie?
You said like a lot of words there.
Exciting, sexy, pleasant, happy, respectful, and carefree.
And what are my choices?
A girlfriend or a wife? Obviously there are going to be generalities that we have to make here.
I mean, it's hard to say when I've never had a wife, but I guess I'd go with a girlfriend.
Okay, Nasty.
Girlfriend, definitely.
Rye.
I mean, like, in general, I would say the same, but there's exceptions to it, for sure.
Of course, like, and we gotta to some extent, generalize things because there are exceptions
like,
to rules and
What do you
shit.
think about this, though? Like, a girlfriend will stop being those things, like, a couple years into their relationship, don't you think?
Not even that. Sometimes it's even quicker. I feel like a lot of times it's quicker.
So it's like at the beginning of a relationship, it's always like that, and then
Yeah, it's the honeymoon phase for a
right,
reason.
exactly right. So
All right, well, like, I guess I watched 4 Christmases last night, and their their belief was kind of that, like, obviously it's a romance, so what happens is they get married and shit like that. But like at the beginning of the movie, they were determined to stay.
Katie Crawford said, not if you treat them right, you dumbasses.
Their belief was that women, or like women and men, are just more like passionate with their boyfriends and girlfriends than their husbands and wives.
What changed their opinions then?
They're like brainwashed by their friends and family, and they get married because it's.
What, are you never gonna get married now?
I'm not saying that, but
I'll definitely say for what Katie said, that is like don't you think like how they treat each other impacts that? Like
for
if you
sure.
keep shit interesting. Don't
Yeah.
you think like it'll stay interesting?
I mean, like, do you think that? Well, like, let's speak in generalities. Like, what is causing the loss of passion?
Becoming comfortable, I think.
People become comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, who
get lazy or
Yeah,
it gets boring?
Like, who do you think is more apt to become comfortable? A spouse or a boyfriend girlfriend?
A spouse.
Yeah. So like,
it's
If I know you, you know me. I don't gotta do this no more or whatever. We've been together for a couple of years. Then people get lazy. And
I definitely think there's exceptions to that.
some exceptions, yeah. Some of them. Yeah,
all right. Well, I don't know if we can necessarily discuss this, but like we could speculate. Who's more protective, generous, loving, committed, and secure? A boyfriend or a husband?
a husband.
Yeah, I would probably agree.
It's an interesting dichotomy, don't you guys think?
I think the husband for sure, because being a husband, he's making a major investment. So anybody they want to protect their investment.
Yeah.
So you're not going to like be wild and loose. So you got your house, all your finances on the line, your children.
Katie Crawford
So,
said, why are they different descriptors? Katie Crawford said, I'm never going to be invited to comment again.
You're free to comment all you want. Yeah, I anybody can comment all they want.
It creates conversation.
All right, so then who is Chernie? I'll go with the original question and then I'll switch it up to see if there's any difference. Who's more protective, generous, loving, committed, and secure? A boyfriend or a husband?
Why is it so many words and not like why can't some of them be the other and some of them are the other? Like
I don't know. Fucking
Answer the question.
I'd probably say a husband, I guess, but like I'm confused why 5 topics have to be one-sided.
Because people are multidimensional. Like nobody's just a monolith.
Yeah, but like if you're gonna say like one thing, like they're more protective, you could say husband. You could say caring. You could say boyfriend. Like it could be.
I didn't say caring.
What did you? I don't even know what you said. You said 5 things.
Who's more protective?
Probably a husband.
Who's more generous?
Probably a boyfriend. They're the
so?
ones paying for meals all the time, more like not even splitting.
Husband probably going to husband pay for the mortgage. So that's different.
Facts. Who's more loving?
I mean, in the honeymoon phase, probably a boyfriend.
It depends how you define loving.
Yeah, these are like very general words too.
Who's more committed?
Husband.
Who's more secure?
Husband.
Okay. Now, let's switch it up to appease Katie. Who is more exciting? All right. Who's more exciting, a boyfriend or a husband?
A boyfriend or a husband?
I would say boyfriend.
Probably a boyfriend for sure.
We got
Yeah.
playing dates on that
Katie
shit.
Crawford said, "Can you all remind of us of your relationship status again? It's not obvious enough."
Who's more sexy?
Between a husband and a boyfriend?
Yeah.
A husband, I guess.
A husband's sexier than a boyfriend?
Boyfriend too.
Why is it a boyfriend?
Why?
No.
Yeah, because I think like it's novel, I suppose. Like Nasty said, it's new.
Yeah, like you want to keep yourself fit and in shape.
There's a certain mystery that dies when you like watch someone
So
go into the
sexy
bathroom
means
and
mystery?
smell them like after they poop and stuff, you know, like just a little bit of poop, you know.
Little smear poop.
Like that doesn't happen with a boyfriend.
Not right away.
Yeah, not right away, but like only like a month down the line.
I mean, yeah, like
Probably not even that long.
It's got to be difficult to keep the romance alive for many years. You know, when that mystery fades, and I mean the biggest.
Yeah, it depends on who you are, I think. But yeah.
Yeah, like the biggest reason listed for people who file for divorce is like we fell out of love, we grew apart, the spark faded. You know, so I mean, whatever.
Sure.
All right, guys, we got some ground rules. Rule number 1 is respect. The Good Faith Podcast endeavors to harbor a culture of respect. Although some topics may be contentious in nature, it's of paramount importance that a general good faith exists between us. It is perfectly acceptable to attack another's opinion or mentality, but ad hominem attacks are strictly prohibited.
Wouldn't their mentality be like an ad hominem?
No, like if you're a flexible human being, you should be able to change and adapt your mentality without it being a part of you. Like it's a part of you, but it's not it doesn't encompass you.
It kind of does.
It's
I mean,
the first time you took issue with the ground rule.
I don't remember him saying mentality as part of it.
I haven't changed the ground rules since I wrote them. So,
but I've also taken issue with it plenty, like
Jordan
with
takes
other
issue
things.
with a whole lot.
Plenty, yeah.
World.
Well, mostly you, but.
Rule number 2 is honesty. Upon your arrival on the show, it's expected of you to not be deliberately obstinate. Due to complex discussions that we embark on, a certain level of creativity and imagination is necessary. The above withstanding, you may be asked to step outside of your worldview and to think of things from a hypothetical perception. And if asked to, a stubborn I don't know or deeply entrenched failure to conceive alternative ideas is harmful to the good spirit of healthy conversation. Rule number 3 is trust. We trust that our guests on the panel will refrain from any hate speech, ill will towards celebrities. I mean, I might take that out because like fuck celebrities. You
also talk shit on them all the time.
I'm gonna take that out. Like you can talk all the shit you want on any celebrity you want.
I don't remember that being in there either.
Fuck them.
Yeah, they watch us any damn way.
Why? Wait, hold up. I got why? Fuck. Because
fuck.
'em, that's why.
Fuck.
Scuff. Don't tell me I got rid of it. What did I do with it?
One of your
Yeah, like it was a good soundbite. I wouldn't have gotten rid of it. Fucking.
Which one was it?
Why? Because fuck them. That's why. I don't know. All right. Blah 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 blah. Don't fucking talk shit about any particular demographics, any other general avoidance of anything that could be considered a violation of the terms of service of the platforms and publishers we choose to post on. Nudity is strictly prohibited, and in efforts to preserve our reputation, we request that guests of the show avoid intolerant language. No calling Italians Guidos, greaseballs, guineas, wops. The only wop we want to hear on the show is wet ass pussy.
Okay, so you're appropriately whopping, which means your pace levels are perfectly balanced. Beat it up, Edward. Catch a charge.
All jokes aside, I really do detest the use of the F word, the N word, and the R word. Elgato may chime in with popular cultural sound bites and may even go as far as dropping an N-bomb, but if you'll note, they, them are black. It's their word. Rule number 4 is consideration. Nobody wants to listen to some diatribe by one person except this one, so please consider the air of the room. We ask all members to contribute equally to the conversation and to have a somewhat internal clock when speaking. Don't suck the air out of the room with a big long conversation. You might hear this if you're being ushered to a swift conclusion.
Yo, the sound is real simple, B. It says rock it up. You're fucking done, son. You're done. You're done. You're making a mess. You either do it right or you don't do it. But I want to do it. You're done. You're done.
Also, guys in the chat, same rules kind of go for you. We want to hear from you guys. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, the fuck are you doing? The fuck are you doing, audience? Please like and subscribe to the video if you're watching it. If you're getting any entertainment from us, subscribe to the Patreon. That's a given. But guys, really try and be intentional and somewhat selective with your chats. It'd be a shame to have to turn it off. But up to this point, it's been pretty good. Every now and again, there'll be a little bit heavy of chatting, but for the most part, our chat has been really supportive and really good. Rule number 5 is fun. The 5th rule is to have fun. We aim at the Good Faith Podcast to build a culture of fun and debate in an attempt to reach across the aisle and perhaps educate and learn things from the many walks of life. Remember, only boring people get bored. We have a P.O. box for our complaints and grievances department. Feel free to send us some mail. The address is 123 up your fucking ass. Go fuck yourself. Seriously, we do endeavor to create a safe space for constructive feedback, and we will consider all complaints and grievances. A philosophy of curiosity is welcomed. Instead of criticizing a viewpoint you don't understand, please seek to understand it. The world doesn't owe you understanding. You owe the world trying to fit into it. So keep that in mind. What? Do you guys take objection with that?
It was just worded very poorly.
The world doesn't owe you understanding. You know what I mean? So if you're sitting on the sidewalk preaching, the aliens are coming, the aliens are coming, nobody owes you the time of day to understand why you are such a fucking nut job. You know what I mean?
Unless you're a celebrity.
Take your tinfoil hat off and try and fit into the world, Be the change you wish to see. Don't expect the world to change to make you comfortable. And I think this is one of the most important rules, because rule number 6 is integrity. Mean what you say what you mean. If you stand for nothing, you will fall for anything. Prattle isn't helpful towards providing a prescription for helping folks. A lot of the conversational topics are phrased in a binary form. Would you rather this or that? While the nature of most opinions falls somewhere in the middle of two extremes, we ask you to please try and identify which pole you lean towards. Hopefully the North Pole, because it's Christmas time. The purpose of this is because we aim to graph data based on our findings. And well, you can't graph, I don't know, it's a little bit of both. So if the question is, which is better with peanut butter, jelly, or chocolate? I don't know. They're both so good. Isn't adequate. Pick something and stick with it. All right?
What if your mind changes?
Well, then say, I changed my mind. That will...
Change my mind.
All right, so... Nancy, was it still snowing when you got here?
A little bit.
A little bit. I'm happy that. I'm so happy that it's snowing.
I'm so happy and grateful that the Lord has blessed me to play in some snow.
Couldn't wait to push that one.
I got mad Christmas ones, like Merry Christmas, everybody.
How dare we speak Merry Christmas? How dare we? Merry Christmas, everyone.
What's the laugh?
It's Joe Rogan. Fucking Joe Rogan cronies. All right. Let's go around. I know Chernie's oh fuck, what did I do? I know Chernie's opinion on this. I wonder what the rest will say. Pick one. Ryan, I'll start with you. A 21-year-old virgin with a minimum wage job.
Right there. Right there.
A 21-year-old virgin with a minimum wage job. Or a 41-year-old lawyer who's extremely successful and has bedded 100 previous partners.
Really,
Mhm.
it's such a hard choice. Oh, God, such a Scrooge Style. You really twisted my arm right here. This.
Is the 41-year-old a bad?
They're both baddies.
Option A. Gotta go option A.
Okay. Could she be bad enough to make you change
No,
your
I was
mind?
just curious. I was just trying to flesh out the scenario.
All right.
You know?
All right. Nasty, you are in agreement.
Yeah, 21.
Chernie.
I thought you knew my answer already.
Well, did you change it? You said you're liable to change your opinion.
Yeah, probably a 21-year-old virgin.
Oh, really? So you have changed your mind?
I could go either way on it. So
You don't care either way.
the money would be nice.
So they're both in front of you right now. 21-year-old virgin, 41-year-old.
41-year-old lawyer who's
Well-
extremely successful and has bedded 100 previous partners.
Right in front of
100
you.
just seems
Well,
like
what-
a lot to me. It doesn't align with like
100's not a lot. Like they could.
Maybe the 21-year-old can make more in time.
What?
Maybe the 21-year-old can make more in time.
Absolutely. She's got. Like,
Also,
all-
is appearance involved at all? Is
No, they're-
personality
they're-
involved?
they're-
In...
They look exactly the same. They act.
Mm.
Well, no, they don't look sad. No, she's 41.
That
That's
takes
a
away
big
from
difference.
the
41, 21.
Asian
41
don't raisin.
The 41-year-old looks like the 21-year-old will look at
No,
41.
I remember taking 21.
Wait.
You're just making it worse right now. That's what she used to look like. I'm thinking
All right, so everyone here is in
yeah,
agreement.
that's
Sure.
obvious.
So is it just we all don't care about money?
No, I still do.
I don't need a fucking money.
Right. I mean, that's
All right, do you think I should I save? Like, hopefully, Peanut's gonna get here in the next.
Man, keep the show going, man. Don't
All right.
let one monkey stop the show.
All right, let's talk about how dreadful the online dating landscape is. Now, I've made a criteria for these women, and my goal is to eventually, hopefully, be like somewhat like respected at giving the masculine opinion of women who are trying to be courted. So hopefully we can kind of come together like a bunch of I don't know, superintendents or like a bunch of professors, like we're grading a bunch of tests, right? So, and we can pass this around. Hold on, let me get my shit prepared. All right, so our criteria, guys, is a four-factor criteria of femininity, beauty, modesty, youth. All right, and eventually, if we have some ladies on the show, I'd like to do this for the other side too.
Yeah, no one's gonna be whopping if we don't have any ladies.
All right, so our first profile that we're grading here is Madison. She's 23 23 years old. Here's Madison's profile. It reads, "Hello, everyone. I'm a mama of 3, soon to be 4.
Jeez.
I'm looking for a lifelong partner. No games or casual. I'm a Pisces. I'm looking for an alpha male, as I'm an alpha female. I'm also very
How's that
loving
gonna work?
and
Yeah,
devoted."
she loves her.
Did you say that's not going to work?
I said, well, it's the same thing. I said, how is that gonna? Two alphas are just gonna butt
I need to get
heads.
that ain't gonna work. I don't have it.
Like, shouldn't an alpha want a beta?
I'm also very loving and devoted. I do have special needs children. My kids are my world. Located in Lansing, New York. Not that that's relevant for the sake of this. She's 5'5", never smoking, has kids. See more about Madison. But
So she has 3 and 1 in the other right now.
okay, so
Yeah, special needs children.
I'll start with you, Nasty. Let me use my new fucking podcast notebook that I got from my
Oh, it's so fancy.
dude. I got it from my client. This was my Christmas present from my client's mom.
Are you gonna keep the stats in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna use this for whatever.
What makes it a podcast book? I'm just curious.
Look, it says podcast notes, Chris.
Chris.
Fucking adorable. Such a peach. All right, Nasty. Grade that profile, and you can look at it right here if you want.
Mhm.
Show them the.
Well, can I just give it just a plain letter grade?
You don't
Yeah.
I heard enough. I don't need to read it.
I want an A, B, C, or D in femininity.
The whole
No
profile's
F?
a negative. The whole profile's a negative F right there.
Negative.
A negative F.
So femininity, you give her a D.
Listen,
We're only going to D.
Listen, this woman has no.
Why are we only
business
going
out
to
here
D,
trying
though?
date right now. She got 3 kids and 1, and she's expected another
Well,
one.
let's try and give her.
Like, come
Let's try and
on.
give her her flowers. What about
What
beauty?
flowers?
What about beauty? Does she at least get?
No,
Like,
you get absolutely nothing. You have no business dating.
What about you?
Lady.
She's only 23.
23. She's gutted.
She has
23 with 3 kids.
4.
All right, so you. All
How
right.
many dads are we talking here? This is
That's a fair question.
They didn't say.
I'm pretty sure they know about this. Come on,
Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Say it's one dad.
That's 4 failures right there.
So you give her a D. 'Cause we're not gonna go to F. We're not gonna go to F. You give her a D.
That's a complete F.
Why do you not want to go to F?
This is an F right here. This is terrible. Come on. She has 1. Come on, she already got 3 talking to you. And by the way, there's more. Come on.
All right,
That's
so
an F.
That's a
Nasty.
short right there.
That's a negative F right there.
Nasty says F. Right? Would you play ball?
What do you mean, when I play ball?
Judge her femininity. A, B, C, D.
Yeah, man, I gotta go-
Brian, keep it real, Ryan.
I gotta go D.
Keep it
D.
real.
Okay. Greater beauty, right?
I can't.
You'd have to see
Look at her.
it.
Look at it. Look at it.
That's hideous,
Look at
isn't
Look at it.
So she's not my cup of tea.
So graded on A, B, C, D.
A B C D.
Like for me, like a pregnant belly that like isn't mine. Like I'm not like.
Nah, that's just totally like, come on. I mean, think about it. Shoot, my fault. The fact that she's on here with a dating profile, trying to find a new man, and she's in her 3rd trimester with the belly out here proud.
Call it like you see it. Like don't
Don't
sugarcoat it.
But here's my thing too. It's like when you're saying you're devoted, right? Like,
Devoted to the kids.
Devoted
To the
What?
kids.
You're not devoted to the kid's father.
Not the father, but
So
the
you're giving her
kids.
D.
How do you
She's
know
lo-
she's devoted to the kids? Like what evidence?
They're still there.
Dude,
Alright. So you're giving her D for beauty.
just like on personal preference.
Yeah.
Bitch, you tell you want to date, you already trying to find.
I'm literally just trying.
Yo, you swiped right, bro. You
No,
said-
Nasty showed me this one. Nasty showed me this one. Right, modesty. And
Like, you're not modest if you're out here.
youth. She's 23. Youth.
I mean,
We're grading on
oh,
you.
bro, like, all right, hold on. Like, I'm not trying to be offensive.
I just want you to be real,
Those are city
bro.
miles right there. Ain't no highway
But
miles.
yeah, I think like
That's
once,
city
once
miles.
you start having kids, like it,
23 to 4.
Destroys your
Come
youth.
on.
So do you give her a D?
yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Chernie.
Mhm.
Here, I'll let you look at her.
Look at her.
Look at it! I want you to look at it. Greater femininity.
A D.
Grade her beauty.
A D.
Grade her modesty.
A D.
Grade her youth.
Sure.
I guess like a B. She doesn't look
I mean,
that
she's
young.
20. She's 23.
I know,
like-
but she still doesn't really look that young.
All right, and I will,
She wore out.
and I will give her.
Maybe she's lying. Maybe she's not 23.
I'll give her femininity D. Her beauty. I'll give her beauty like a C. Her modesty D.
Should we put it up to the camera for the chat to?
Yeah,
If you want. I don't necessarily want to like air this poor girl out.
No,
but,
no, if you put the profile online, it's fair
Okay.
game.
All right, Chernie, do you want to
But
hold it up to the
I
camera?
don't really want to now that you put it that way.
Okay. And her youth, I'll give her a C.
This one, that's corn.
Chernie, are you able to
We
do?
really try.
Are you able to do some
Really try.
math? Can we find out her GPA, or does that sound really difficult?
I mean, it'd just be like a D plus.
Yeah, it's just bad.
she's a D.
She's
Listen,
like-
why are we going in on a chick that had 3 kids? And why are we wasting time with her? That's just awful right there.
All right.
You trying to justify it.
Next. Next
It's Brooke.
Next
Oh
is
my
Brooke.
God. Oh my
Brooke.
God.
29. Brooke says
Listen. Oh God.
Brooke says raunchy messages. Raunchy messages get you blocked off rip. Not exchanging numbers immediately. 5'5" and 300 pounds.
3.
Oh, God. 5'5" and 300 pounds.
Listen. For perspective, everyone. For perspective.
5'4" and 200 pounds.
Mhm.
37 years old with 2 kids.
You can keep going.
Coach Greg. But
That's like a horse.
I'm 6'5" and I weigh 275 pounds. Let's put it this way. I'm a grown man, 6'5".
And you weigh less than this 5'5".
And she's 5'5".
You weigh more than a man, man.
300 pounds.
You weigh more than Barry Sanders
Keep
and
going,
Emmett Smith.
Ninja, keep going. Keep going.
Wait, we got
5'5".
like the point of this is
Do you have
to show
any
how
good
dreadful.
ones?
I do have some good ones. This is to show how
Jeez.
dreadful the online dating landscape is.
Well, you're cherry picking.
I'm this is what's out there. 5'5", 300 pounds. I don't do long distance. Yeah, because you can't fucking make it up.
Bro, can I just
Mhm.
Can't make it down the flight.
real quick? Did you pick any like decent?
Yes.
yes.
Not ashamed of my stature. Well, you should be. You shouldn't be either. Well,
I should be.
I don't do long distance, single, never married, no kids. Real
Okay.
scorpion shit. I don't know what that means. It's like a scorpion emoji.
Scorpio?
Scorpio.
Probably
Okay,
Scorpio.
she's Scorpio. More of my blah 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 on Instagram. Located in New York City, New York.
Okay,
The
okay.
competition in New York City is thick. Like, all right,
Well, there's
Thicker than
also a good amount of people to
Yeah,
pick her then.
here's her.
5'5",
That's a automatic, dude.
Wait, this
5'5".
is-
That's an automatic-
Oh, I thought this
DQ.
was a third one.
That's automatic DQ right there.
All right.
I think that's right DQ from all
So-
that fault right there.
So Nasty gives her a D across the board. Femininity, beauty, modesty,
Yeah,
youth.
I'm not even considering that. Next.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, next.
Right? Do you agree?
5'5".
Do you
I mean,
agree?
so-
D's across the board.
I mean, but like, she's also like.
What about the
like,
youth?
aggressive on her profile.
Yeah, I
Of course,
always-
she's
Yeah,
immediately
that's-
coming at me.
Yeah, I always
But
hate
I
that.
don't even
Like,
know.
I do understand where
Do you
it
give her
comes
D's
from,
across the
but
board?
I mean, how old is she? I mean,
29, right?
Yeah.
29.
It's a C.
Yeah.
It's a C. So
She's under 30.
femininity D,
Yeah.
youth C.
Yeah.
What else? Beauty.
Yeah, it's just like not my cup of tea.
Yeah, it's
so,
just-
like, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah,
I'm not saying, like, you know, there's plenty of dudes who probably think she is, but like,
Well, yeah.
it's not my.
I mean, it
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
fetish,
yeah.
so
We'll be wasting our time with this one here, man. Like,
All right.
yeah, that's just
Chernie, are you in agreement? D.
yeah.
fucking
Okay.
5'5". She weighs more than me, man. Like,
You weigh more than a man.
She's almost
man.
twice
No,
the weight
she's
of
not-
me.
she's like 2
I'm-
she's like
I'm-
2 tall.
All right.
I'm an inch taller, and she's twice my
All right.
weight.
Should I like cherry pick some good ones out of here?
Sure.
Yeah, let's see a good one. Let's see a good one.
Let me find one. I gotta go fucking fishing here. This is one I actually matched with. I don't.
Whoa.
There's not like.
Oh.
It's probably the bot ones.
Oh, I love you so much. You're so handsome. I want to get to know you long time.
And then they
Alright.
sell. Give me your credit card for the to get into Instagram.
This is. like, sorry, I didn't get like all of her pictures, and she's like smoking a bong in this.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's real classy right there. Real classy, trying to find a date.
all right,
Trying to find
Becky.
someone who smokes.
Becky, 18. They wrote me an intro. Hey,
Hey, yeah, it's a bot. It's a bot.
why not?
What's their name?
Her name's Becky.
Becky.
What I forget. That's a good thing, right?
Joseph Fowler.
Why? I don't.
Show them to us, maybe.
I think that is for
Joe
the
wants to see him.
Manus.
This one is like very.
That's the popular name, right?
Do you want to show him Becky?
I would swipe left on that, John. 'Cause
Shit.
That's too young.
What? You can barely even see her face.
That's what I'm saying. But go show it to the camera, I guess. Like,
You want me to?
I don't know. Maybe we could do it on the next one. Or give it back to me. Either one. The show's got it.
Non-monogamous.
Non-monogamous.
Yeah.
That's what she said. It's a huge red flag.
Curvy. 5'2" curvy.
Wait, all right. So Chernie just read it.
Some of it.
Becky, 18, straight, non-monogamous, single, she, her, 5'2", curvy, Hispanic, Latin, Catholicism, Scorpio, unemployed.
How are you Catholicism and non-monogamous? That doesn't make sense.
And she's unemployed. That's a huge red flag.
Oh, I thought it didn't matter about their.
Wait, is this the same one? How old is she?
18.
Okay, so
She
it
can get away
kind of
with
makes
it.
sense, bro. Like,
Yeah, I agree, but
fresh out of
like.
high school.
Bro, I had a job when I was fucking
She-
12.
Just
She
saying.
can get away with it. Don't worry about
Doesn't smoke cigarettes, drinks sometimes, smokes marijuana sometimes. Well, obviously, she's
Sometimes.
smoking a bong in her
I feel
profile
like
picture.
sometimes it's being a little.
Doesn't have kids and doesn't want them. Red flag again.
I mean, that's not a red
Doesn't
flag
have
for me.
pets. Looking for men hookups.
What? I mean, she is non-monogamous.
She's just out girl.
So what do we give her femininity?
Hmm,
I'd give it like a
I'm just going.
C.
I'd probably do a C.
a C. All right.
Going NA across the board.
NA, not applicable. Why?
You're giving her D's across the board.
He said NA.
Hey, like just because like I wouldn't be like interested in
Sorry, we don't give I don't knows here.
That's not. I don't know. Like, I don't want to participate in this one.
All right. What about a 21-year-old?
21. Yeah, 21 seems okay.
You're fine with 21?
Oh, because they're 18.
Yeah. Nasty. What do you say?
Denise Benedetti said, 18 years old, Chris.
I wasn't like going out looking for it, but it's on me, and I'm probably not going to like pursue. Like I'm airing her out on my like public podcast to 400 people on the internet right now. Like
400 people watching right now. Oh.
no, I wish.
Denise Benedetti said, sure.
Sure.
Yo, thanks.
All right. So, do we even want to continue with her? Or should I keep
You
trying
go.
to?
You go.
Nancy, what do you say? What do you rate her femininity as?
See,
You already said C, or
well,
was
it's
it-
hard to really rate femininity off a picture. You know what I mean, that's very.
But like you can.
It's also one
like,
picture who's
her-
not
It's
even
with
clear.
one picture, I mean, I don't know how she sounds. So it's
Well,
not hard to rate femininity.
Well,
But
that's kind of
but
how
she
dating
wants-
apps are,
yeah,
though.
but she wants hookups.
No.
She wants hookups.
No.
She wants non-monogamy. She.
She's a fun time
That's like
girl.
the same
Yeah, like,
thing, but
that's not feminine in my opinion, right? If she wants hookups and non-monogamy, like she just
But
wants to
at
get.
least she's straight up know what she's looking for. I'll give her
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's fair.
But at least she ain't
I don't think
bullshit.
that's really a feminine feature just to be monogamous.
I think it's more feminine than it is masculine.
I guess so.
All right, do we want to move on? Do I want to keep trying to cherry pick a good girl,
Sure.
quote unquote?
Why don't you just shuffle them up?
Shuffle
No,
them up.
because I'm gonna get lost in the weeds of all these.
Lost in
I
the
think
sauce.
right now,
800.
Because I want to.
Whose printer did you use for this?
What?
Whose printer did you use for this?
Oh, this one's good. Yeah, see, this one's right up your alley.
Oh,
Why is it better than the shit?
God.
This is Holly, 20. There's her little cuck boyfriend right there.
Oh, God.
Holly, 20, Hamilton Square, New Jersey. Man, woman, queer, monogamous, single. Are you? You're
Wait, man,
coupled at
she's
very-
looking for a man, woman?
No,
Or-
she's
wait.
she's with a man, but she wants extra what is it? Not marital, but like
Polygamy.
She wants like various semen
Polyamory.
samples in and around her.
Polysexual.
White Virgo, liberal, employed full-time, in college, English, omnivore, smokes cigarettes sometimes, drinks sometimes, smokes marijuana sometimes, has cats, has dogs, looking for women, hookups, non-monogamous. My self-summary, we are a man and woman couple just looking for a third person to have some short-term fun with.
Like swingers.
It's right.
Yeah.
Not swingers, like he's... Well, I think it's actually just more search for like a unicorn to fuck the two of them. I actually don't think they want a man.
Looks about right.
I'm very behind schedule, says Peanut.
He has to tell us that he's an hour or an hour in. Where is he? Did he say?
So, what can we give her D's across the board?
I mean,
I didn't even look at
Throw
it.
some D's on it. Here's Holly or Molly or whatever.
Holly or
have a holly jolly.
Are we
Molly.
grading the guy too, or?
I mean, his femininity's definitely high.
Okay.
Unless I think what they're actually looking for is like a girl to join, but I don't know what like.
It does say looking for women.
Why not just like break it off with her if you're really trying to like bang another woman?
That's what some couples do. They just,
yeah. All right.
For me,
but this one here, but let's talk about this one. Let's talk about that. Let's
Jade?
talk about Jade. And
Here's
give
Jade.
Give a good description of her profile picture.
Oh boy.
Her profile picture's a baby. So
How old is the baby, you think?
I'd call it like a 1.5-year-old or
That's not a 1.5-year-old.
a 1-year-old.
That's what
Not even a 1-year-old.
That's what you guys. That's a newborn.
I don't fucking judge babies on that age. It's a baby.
That
Like,
baby's new.
wait, but like, we got-
Look at the baby. Look right. Look at the baby. That baby's new.
That baby
that's a
is
newborn
new.
baby.
It's definitely a newish baby.
That's
I
a
knew
new
it.
baby.
I can't
why
even
is there
see it
baby
still.
in your dating profile? I feel like that's weird.
That's what I'm saying.
Facts.
I mean,
Facts.
I think it's just to put it up front that they have a kid, but
No.
like,
No.
I would say put it as a.
All right, but this is-
I wouldn't put it as
This-
my first.
This profile, damning profile. Wanderlust woman. What the fuck does that mean? That means that she's just like on the cock carousel,
Not
just like
necessarily.
What?
wandering this earth looking for
Why would that be?
strange semen to like ingest. Like, what is?
It means to travel. Like,
Yes,
what do
they
you-
can consume.
Yeah, I feel like Chernie might be right. Like it's like a travel.
like, it
It's
has
one who
nothing
can't
to
sit
do with-
still. It doesn't necessarily have to do with
I don't think it has to do with that
Traveling
at
from
all.
cock to cock.
It's-
Seeking
Charles
soulmate.
not a trap.
Seeking soulmate to explore the world together. If she believes in soulmates, fucking delusion. Let's create our own love story. I'm a full-time mommy.
How are we gonna travel the world together?
Stop. You can't
Take the
say-
kid with her.
You can't say the truth, dude. Shh. And I'm looking for someone to
My fault.
vibe with and get to know life is beautiful, and I'm going for it. I'm in the courtship phase.
The courtship. What?
May the best man get the prize. You're the prize? You're
The
fucking
baby or the?
I'll take the baby as the prize.
And that's what they say about dating nowadays. This is like, I know Jade, that's a name, right?
Jade, yes.
Jade is an extreme case.
Jade's
But
delusional.
unfortunately,
Not that
you do
extreme.
see a lot of profiles of chicks with like you do see chicks with the profile with the baby. I'm like, where do you think a man's going to take you serious? You got a baby in your profile. And what do you think you're going to do with a brand new baby? And you want someone to, and she said she's in a courtship phase.
What does that mean? Like,
She don't know what the fuck it means.
you
You're
should be
past the
like taking
courtship
care
phase.
of your child phase because it's a newborn baby.
And then it's
Fucking
like,
loon.
what prize is that? That's what we be saying. What is the prize?
Like, I feel like they
Prizes
can't
to buy,
even
right?
believe that.
And that's the prize. That's a lot of profiles.
That's the prize. Like the prize for what? Here we go. Here's one that I think deserves to be graded high.
Okay.
What's going on? That's weird.
Brittany,
Brittany.
24,
Okay.
Staten Island, New York.
Okay.
Woman.
Why are they all New York?
I don't because Facebook dating's ridiculous. Yeah, like
They love New York.
I'm like my dating vicinity is 10 miles. They're like, oh, here's somebody from fucking Saratoga Springs. Yeah, here's someone from
Florida.
I'm actually today from Vermont.
Yeah.
She actually liked me. I'm like, wow, you're from Vermont. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Brittany, 24, Staten Island, New York. Woman, straight, monogamous, single, white. Catholicism, it's important. Leo, employed, part-time, in college, English. Doesn't smoke cigarettes, doesn't drink, never smokes marijuana, has cats, has dogs, looking for men, long-term dating, new friends. Just a hopeless romantic. I love WWE, animals, working out, photography, and cars. Too many other things about me to name in a bio. Current goal is getting my master's degree.
Okay.
In what?
Who cares?
Who cares?
They all bullshit anyway. No, I kind of like this Brittany over there.
I'm like in 100% agreement with Nasty though. Like, who cares? Yeah, I mean, like, just don't go into too deep of a debt hole. Getting
She
your
already
master's
is. She
degree.
got
I
a
mean,
master's
like,
degree. She already dug that hole already.
all right, beauty,
But,
beauty, Nasty.
you know what? Brittany nice. I'll give it a B.
B, let me take a look at her again. I give Brittany. Do you think it's wrong to give her an A?
But she's not my cup of tea. That's it.
I get it.
NA.
I get it, but like we gotta grade this shit on a.
Hewlett said,
I'll give her a
hi.
B.
Christina Lavery
Mhm.
said, hi.
Yo,
Yay.
Christina, that's the first time hearing from you. What's up,
Who is
Christina?
she?
What?
Who is she?
She's my sister's, I think, ex roommate. But
Is Carly your sister?
yeah. Oh shit, that was my sister.
Well.
Hi, Carly.
Oh, shit, my sister.
Maybe they're still roommates. I'm not sure. Guys, we're grading dating profiles, and if you ever want to, send us, men profiles, like I'm not sure.
It's all fish. They're all carrying
I would
fish.
grade some.
Yeah, like I think I could be
Not
objective
attractive,
about it.
Mm-hmm.
but, like,
Wait, so all right,
like we could say if he's like a
so Nasty,
simp or not.
Brittany, you give her a B.
Yeah.
Rye, what do you give her for beauty?
I mean, I'll give her a B too.
I'm gonna give her an A just because I feel like we've been pretty harsh and like.
That shouldn't affect your opinion. It should be her beauty that affects your opinion, not what you did to other people.
Bro, I see nothing that I don't like. Chernie, beauty for Brittany.
I'd say an A.
Okay, so why the fuck are you giving me shit?
Because I'm not basing it off of what we said about other people.
Her femininity. I'm giving it an A. Like the only thing that I don't love is that she's going for a master's degree.
That's what makes it a B for him.
Okay, I'll give it a B then.
I give it a B, but because of the
But there's
Catholicism being
Okay.
it's important.
But how does that impact her femininity though?
Because it's like a masculine statement saying like it's important. Like
Why
you're
is that a masculine statement?
because it's aggressive. Aggressive is masculine.
What?
What do you mean what? It is.
What? You have that?
Huh?
What do you mean? What?
Too many of these fucking sound bites though.
She's stating that.
What's the way you stick to the lines? Stuff on my head when I'm drowning.
She's not stating, she's
All right,
exclaiming.
but it's fine. Chernie's a lot. What do you say? B.
Yeah.
B. And Nasty. What do you grade her on femininity?
Carly Hewlett said, I like your sweater vest.
Thank you.
That's so cute.
It is
So
a nice
wholesome.
sweater vest. I
Yeah.
gotta give it to
And my shirt has got like mistletoe or something like that.
Oh, that's it.
Maybe it's probably not, but it
It's
looked
festive.
it looked Christmassy to me.
Mhm.
What are we on? Are we on Nasty with femininity?
I guess a B.
B.
I give it a B across the board, I guess.
Mhm.
Okay. And modesty. Modesty, honestly. Yeah, shit. Let me get it like
I mean, is this the only picture?
it is. It's the only picture we have at our disposal.
I think like modest. She doesn't seem like too much.
Yeah, she's not like flaunting her like.
Yeah.
I mean, she kind of is.
So what do you give her on modesty?
Like a C plus.
You give her a C.
Chernie, can you explain that to me? Is there a
She's-
picture or what she's saying?
It's her picture.
Okay.
like she is wearing like some summer clothes. She's not wearing a turtleneck and and like a pair of mom jeans.
Some mittens.
All right, but so Chernie gives C. Rye, do you
I'll
give
say B.
B? Nasty. You say B's across the board,
Yeah.
and I'll even give her like a fucking A.
I like that she's non-monogamous.
And youth. She's 24.
That's A. I think.
Youth A.
Yeah.
A.
Yeah.
All right. I know men, bro. I know.
Okay.
I saw this and I was like, this will grade well. Like I was like Mike Mayock. I was like, now here's a girl. Now you look at Brittany. Brittany's got all the measurables.
Brittany
all the
Mahomes.
Brittany here at the combine in Indy. Brittany is gonna dazzle the scouts. She is going to just knock the socks off of some of these scouts. Let's see how she does in the drill.
Okay, but would you date her?
Yeah, like she's.
I wouldn't,
Why?
because it's important part. Yeah, and also
I would.
Well, that makes sense. Like you're
there's like
not.
there's also like no similarities with any of these
There he
descriptions.
goes on the similarity.
Yeah, because that's what I care about.
What's an important similarity too?
Anime, video games, sports, any of those.
All right. I got another prospect coming out of Elkins Park, Pennsylvania. I think this girl's gonna test really well in front of these scouts here in Indy. We got Lauren. All right, Lauren, 25. She's built like she's built like an Indian belly dancer. This
What?
girl. She's pro-choice.
Oh, that's fine.
Right?
I just
Is it fine or?
you could keep reading it.
Is it fine?
It's the first thing that comes up is that she's pro-choice. Woman, straight, monogamous, single, 5'4", fit. That's good.
Mhm.
Black, Christianity, Cancer, liberal, employed
Saying
full
she had
time.
cancer for a second.
What?
I thought you were like saying she's a cancer survivor for a second.
No.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
how that feels.
You like paused for like a while.
Yo, the astrology, it's got way too much importance placed on it by these like dating apps for something that is completely insignificant and not even necessarily proven to be a factor at all. Whatever, I'll get off.
Go on your astrology tangent. Let's go.
Albany College of Pharmacy, doesn't smoke cigarettes.
Another
drinks
New Yorker.
sometimes, doesn't have kids, but wants them. Wait. I thought it said doesn't have friends.
Well, that's good, right? No competition.
Doesn't have pets. Looking for men. Long-term dating. New friends. Short-term dating. I'm interested in hiking, art, traveling, reading, and sweet wines. Maybe you. To be determined.
Boring ass profile as usual.
No, where's Gladys at?
Joseph Fowler
There's
said,
Gladys.
I want to hear the astrology tandem.
All right, so
A tangent, I think.
so it is always this. If you look on all these dating apps, it talks about your astrology, talks about your star sign. It's always like one of the first things: your age, where you live, and your star sign. It should not be mentioned. Maybe it could be at the very end, but like I don't know who is making decisions based on who they date, based on their star sign, based on when they were born.
But mostly it's a woman thing.
Oh no, I know. I'm just.
He just wants to rant about it.
I mean, Joe said he wanted to hear my astrology tangent, so I was giving it to him. What do we give her on? What is it? Femininity. What do we give her? I think she's fairly feminine.
Yeah.
I give B's across the board.
Yeah, probably B.
Rye, you say B's?
Yeah.
B's. Chernie, you say B's?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give her B's too.
Alright.
I like this girl. What's her name? I like this girl, Laura. Out of Elkins Park.
Lauren,
She graded really well for the Scouts. She got B's across the board. All right, should we go back to a one that's not so
He just
favorable?
love to show the.
What? Like I'm trying to like keep the variety up. All right, here's one I think Nasty will like.
And by like, she will.
I like a chunky
loathe
white
it.
bitch with some good ass pussy.
Let's see what this one is.
Samantha, 26, Harleysville, Pennsylvania. I'm pro-choice. Woman, pansexual, monogamous, single, 5'5", curvy, white. Other religion, Libra. High school, English. Smokes cigarettes sometimes, drinks sometimes, smokes marijuana often, has kids and wants more. Uh-oh, I didn't see that. Has cats, has dogs, looking for people, new friends, hookups. At least she's honest. 25. In an open relationship. Ugh. A Libra. I have a 4-month-old. 4-month-old.
She got a brand new baby.
What are you
Stop that, John.
Have you stopped feeding him off your teat, woman?
This is him yet.
Your pussy's still busted wide open.
This is crazy. That's what I'm saying.
No.
She just had a baby. And she
Wait.
trying to get some more dick.
Wait, hold up. Reading is my favorite pastime. Smut girly for life.
What does that mean?
Smut.
No, I actually looked for that and I couldn't find it anywhere.
Oh my God.
What is that?
Smut
Like
girly
they
for
like
life.
to
It means
watch
she's just down to
it?
get smutted out,
Oh.
Ninja. She's just down to get smutted out.
Girly for life. She hashtag smut girly for herself.
Oh my god.
Hashtag smut girly. You see?
Smutty girl for life.
Smutty. I mean, at least she's keeping it real, but I'm like,
I give her D.
I feel bad for that
I give her
baby.
like C-minuses, D's.
I feel bad for that baby. That baby's doomed already. That baby.
She's
is
not
doomed.
worried about the development of her 4-month-old.
This is what-
She's more worried about getting her fucking hoo-ha ran up.
It's not even a
Oh
picture.
my God.
No, there's a picture.
Oh, it's the.
Oh,
She's that one with the white tank top right there.
Oh my God.
Smutty girl.
Smut girl for life. Wow.
That was
Man,
like
we're
the.
supposed to respect it. Wow.
All right. Let's see if we have any more good,
Mm-hmm.
or is it all bad? Here we go.
I'm going for bad. What's that?
No, these two I think could
Grade well.
I think these two could grade all right. This one, another smutty fun time girl.
Oh God.
All right, see, Rye's gonna disqualify
Probably
her.
a D on the modesty.
Lily's
then.
18. Freehold, New Jersey. I'm pro-choice. Woman, pansexual, bottom, femme. What does that mean?
Bottom.
She's
Yeah.
feminism and she's a bottom in bed. What do you mean?
It doesn't mean that she's a dude.
I mean, she's a-
What? No.
Like most girls
They can
don't.
throw it
Bottom doesn't mean you're a girl. You're a what?
I thought it's a gay term.
I've only
Bottom? No, it just
Yeah.
means you're submissive.
Okay.
I just,
well,
yeah, I never heard of.
Yeah, for one.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
it raises a red flag to me.
Okay.
She, her, 5'2", full figured. Yeah, I'll say. White, Leo, in college, Brookdale Community College, English, omnivore, doesn't smoke cigarettes, doesn't drink, never smokes marijuana, doesn't have kids but wants them. Let's take her age away. Take her age away, just judge her on her looks.
That sounds like a dangerous game. He's gonna start showing us underage.
Listen, she go to the military. She shoot this gun off too.
Oh my god.
Chernie, look at it. I think like I'd give her an A in beauty.
She got roof over her head tonight.
She's more
That's what
of
I'm
a,
saying.
more
Her
of a-
youth, I give her an A in youth. I give her an A in beauty. Modesty, I'll give her like a D in modesty.
I can work on that.
Femininity, I'll give her like a C.
Oh, yes. Baby girl have a home.
What do you say, Rye?
Mhm.
You,
I'm good, man.
Mhm.
Baby girl, she get roof over her head.
what if an 18-year-old man came up and slapped you right in your face and spit in your face? Would you beat his ass?
Yeah,
Why?
because.
What if a 17-year-old boy came up and slapped you in the face and spit in your face? Would you beat his
This
ass?
story sounds familiar.
What?
Why?
Because it sounds like an altercation one of my friends got in.
I'm trying to think.
I don't want to.
Are you saying me?
No, not you.
Okay, not me.
Well, I see what point you're trying to make. I just
Like,
it's
are-
just weird. It's just
Like where do you draw the line of adulthood?
like 21 sounds.
Okay,
Like,
all right.
It's all about dating.
Are you in favor of raising the age of adulthood
Yeah.
so that you could not drink, you could not smoke, you could not be drafted
Already
into the
can't
military?
drink until you're 21.
Yeah.
Military, yeah, I do because I think like your brain ain't fully developed yet. It's still not at 21, but like.
What about driving a car?
I mean, I don't drive. I feel like I can't speak on that. So
Okay. And what did we? Yeah. All right. So that girl got, I think, like she got like.
She graded out good.
Yeah, she tested well.
She tested quite
All right.
well.
I think
tested well.
we're gonna stop after this. After Olivia,
All right.
22, Hawkinson, Delaware.
One reject that one.
All right. Yeah. Are you guys enjoying this chat? If you, chat, are you guys enjoying
I
this?
think it'd be better if
They
you
need
can
to
see
see
it.
it. They need to
It'd be
see
better.
it.
Yeah.
They need to hear us talk.
Yeah, we gotta find a way to show it on the screen somehow so you can actually see and play along.
You gotta get your
What? No.
Play
What I want to do
along.
is I want to get a projector.
We should
that
make
can
Peanut do
project
it.
up onto this. You know what I mean?
Then you would just have to get a bunch of transparency. Wouldn't you?
No, like one that's like a Bluetooth projector or a
okay.
HDMI projector.
No, you
that
gotta
could,
find a
like-
way to switch the screens. Is what I'm saying.
and like screen share.
The screen share. You gotta find a way to do that.
Yeah, true.
Mhm.
Okay. What are we? Okay. Olivia, 22, Hawkinson, Delaware, pro-choice, woman, straight, monogamous, single, average build, white, Christianity, Capricorn, other political beliefs. I like that. Employed,
That's a green flag.
it is. Employed full-time. I like that. High school English, omnivore, doesn't smoke cigarettes, drinks sometimes, never smokes marijuana, doesn't have kids but wants them, has cats, has dogs. Rye, what do you give her? Beauty. What's her name?
Olivia.
Olivia.
See?
A C?
Yeah.
Why?
I got her skin.
Olivia.
What is?
Yeah, I think she's not bad, but I can see her by the time she's not bad. I can see by the time she hit 30. I don't see a little bit too good, but
But she's got.
I'll give her a C.
What?
I'll
She's
give her
got
a C
8
for-
years. She got 8 years until that matters.
Yeah, then what's the rest of the top? I'll give her a C plus.
Damn, y'all are fucking harsh, dude. I thought this was going to be a little bit easier to impress you. I thought he was going to perform well in Indianapolis,
See?
but she came here to Indianapolis, and she is just having a rough
I
go.
think everything else seems.
Yeah,
All right, so you got Chernie. What do you give for beauty? I'm giving.
Like
Look, I see his face. I see his face.
Let me take one more look.
I mean, it's like between a C or a B.
Yeah, I'm saying she's not horrible. She's like a C.
What do you say, Bob?
Oh, she A plus. She A plus.
Yeah.
He always said.
Super like
He
that.
always said.
Chernie, do you want to give her the benefit of the doubt? Say B.
Sure.
Okay.
Wow.
Femininity, guys.
You say why?
To make it easier for me.
Yeah, I'm keeping it
I mean,
real.
I'll say B.
I mean,
I feel like she's girly. I mean, she sounds good and everything else, but I mean, real. I mean, she's not horrible.
Yeah.
She's not great. I mean,
She's
like
average.
a C
Are you
plus, like a
swiping
B
right or
minus.
left?
I'll swipe right. Yeah, I mean, I'll swipe right. I ain't gonna throw away the camera because he got a dead in it now.
I don't remember what all the other things
I
they said
think
about him.
she'll fit on the practice squad. This girl, she's gonna have to work her way up. Maybe she could be, a camp body. Maybe, she dazzles the scouts
She
in
got
practice.
spot on the team.
Her
She's
femininity.
a big contract though.
Femininity. Femininity is an A, right?
An A? Why is it an A?
Why would it not
It's
be?
pushing this
Everyone, come on, man.
I'm telling you, this girl's gonna be a franchise changing player. She's a transcendent talent, all right?
He's out here selling Ryan Leaf to us.
Oh my God.
It's this first overall pick over Brayton Manning right
Are
here.
you guys just gonna keep trading back in the draft? Like, who's gonna be your first round pick? Is it Becky? Like Becky was, or who was it? Was it Brittany? It was Brittany that.
I think so far.
I want that fit little
I don't really want her.
Go on.
She can roof away right now.
Her name's Lily.
Lily. Shit, Lily. All right. Wait. All right. All right. I'm determined to find one that. I'm determined to find one that we can agree is. Or Nasty wanted one more.
Yeah,
bad
fine.
one.
It's not bad.
Oh,
Let's-
okay.
But,
We
like,
do
oh,
one more
shit.
one more of
so
each.
bad that it's a B.
No, here's one good.
I mean,
I'm gonna save the good.
Okay.
I'm gonna save the best for last.
Okay.
Oh, here's two good, and then I gotta show this one.
Yeah, show the bad one. Come on.
Don't give us one that's F's across the board, bro.
I think that's what he wants to do.
All right.
Is it baby in the profile?
Yo, literally, you don't Don't read shit. Just look at the picture. Just look at the picture and tell me if it gets.
What is that? Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm all about body positivity. Why are you showing that off?
What?
That's not gonna do it.
It's gonna be a no from me, dog.
That's not gonna do it.
Show Chernie's. Look at it! I want you to look at it!
I want all
What?
Congratulations.
Is that like 2 giant abs? Like, what is going on there?
Congratulations, but no, that's not for me, baby.
All right, we're gonna wrap this segment up soon, but I just wanted to kind of have some fun with it. Honestly, this is all right. I got a lot of them here. Maybe I just gotta streamline the process and have it so I don't need to be doing this shit with the paper.
Just pass it around.
There's some piece of paper right here.
All right, all right. Here we got this. This is a crying shame. Crying shame. I think she's this one too. I don't have her name. Let's just call her Athlete A. Looking for, I don't know her age.
see this one.
Looking for long-term relationship. Located in Manchester, Pennsylvania. That's 100 miles away from here. 5'2", case manager. Has kids. Gym and fitness. Healthy sleep habits and tips. What's the bull ring underneath her nostrils?
Bull ring and kids.
Actually, I don't.
I
think I combined these two, but
swipe left.
What do you mean combined though?
I'm fucking getting all disorganized. But
What?
this one's got children.
Children.
This one's got a septum piercing and gauges and.
These are supposed to be the good ones.
This is a shame right here.
That's what I'm saying. Crying shame. It's a crying shame.
She's actually very trendy, very pretty, but she got a little bastard running around. Next question.
All right. Get her out of my sight. I don't even want to look at her anymore.
That's a shame.
All right. I think this girl's gonna grade really well in Indy. Tamara, 22. She's my lucky pick. Just joined. That's good. This is kind of a knock depending on how you look at it. Estoy aquí como por tercera vez sin encontrar nada bueno.
Oh, she's actually fertile. She's Spanish.
Bye. Dangerously fertile. You nut in the belly button and she gets pregnant.
Like hugging long enough to get pregnant.
Looking for something casual. Ugh.
Wait, so there's
located in Hamilton Township, Mercer County, New Jersey. 4'8". I am a me. Doesn't have kids. How? Is she your cup of tea?
I don't like the casual part.
Yeah. All right, but
change that around. Tamara,
yeah, you sling that dick right. You know she'll catch feelings.
22 and not bad. Come on, baby.
What are we giving Beauty for Tamara?
Tamara, I'll give her. She get a B for sure. Yeah.
A B? You guys are hard critics, man. A B?
What are you giving everyone an A? Like,
what do you wait?
I haven't even seen it yet, but
here's Tamara. What do you give her on Beauty? You say B?
Yeah, I'll say B.
Tamara,
I'll give her an A.
Tamara, she get a home too.
I'd say B.
B.
Trying to home.
Lucky.
Yo,
That's a good rating.
That's gonna
22 with no kids. Hold on, we can talk.
That's is gonna be like,
hold on, baby, you don't gotta do this.
listen, it's the holidays, and there are so many hoes out there without a roof over their head. So please donate $1 to Nasty's Make-A-Wish Foundation, where for every $1 that is submitted, he'll be putting a roof over one hoe's head. Thank you, and Merry Christmas.
That's a lot of people.
Well, listen, girl, you gotta go out here and do this. I can say it. But listen, hold on, you don't gotta go out here. Hold on.
Chernie, did you grade it? All right, her femininity? I don't know what she said. She could have been saying like, "I worship the devil and I want to like eat your."
She come over here with me.
Can we get translated?
Nah, like I'm not about that translating shit.
Mm-hmm. I am here.
Are you good?
Y'all seem good.
I'm late. Sorry, I'll be there any second.
Looking for something.
I don't know, bro. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I'm gonna keep.
Well, she's bi, so she doesn't exist in your world, right?
No, men cannot be bi.
Oh, okay.
Men who say they're bi are gay.
Uh-huh.
But why are women not?
Because women are very much more like experimental and
So I make
What?
excuses,
Why would a man not be able to
yeah.
experiment? Like,
what?
So why when a man's bi, he's gay, when a woman's bi, we change the rules.
Yeah.
I thought we were equal.
I feel
Do
like,
you
I feel like
do
if
you
you're-
agree though?
Same rules across the board.
Same rule, yeah. I mean, so it's cool. They can it's same rules. So
Do you agree? Do you agree with me
what?
that if a man says he's bi, he's gay. If a woman says she's bi, that's like pretty normal.
That's what society want to tell you, but it's still. It's still gay. It is what it is.
Well, it's gay. It's
both.
gay. It's gay either
You
way.
ain't bending nothing, Chris. I mean, it is what it is. All right, it is. So you ain't trying to. Oh no, baby.
All right, let's go on. Let's go on to a heinous, pathetic, grotesque profile here.
oh my god. I thought we were done.
Oh, it's,
I thought we were done.
oh, if it isn't Flabby Abby in the bottom
Abby,
fellas.
Abby.
Abby, 23. Abby has similar interests in cars and trucks. Not very feminine. Abby is also living in Pennsylvania, which is your hometown. It's my state. It's not necessarily my
It's one
hometown.
of your interests, cars and trucks. I feel like that's cat.
Probably,
I feel like that's cat as fuck,
Probably.
You be lying on your profile. Yeah.
Abby has a job at FedEx, which is a major employer in the U.S. Yeah, I know what FedEx is. Fucking dumbass.
What is this? Why is it telling you what that is? Why is it describing everything for you?
It's like, hey, are you stupid? Are you stupid? Just so you know, Pennsylvania is your hometown.
You live in Pennsylvania and FedEx is a big company. What is this Facebook? What is this?
I think it's Facebook dating.
What?
I'm 21 sober. You're 23, says your profile, bitch. I'm 21 sober.
She probably
and
had her
looking-
birthday soon.
I'm 21 sober and looking for a toxic, tatted, sexy
What?
man to spend my days off with.
Okay, so she about already.
Yeah. Not mine.
All right, so what do you give Abby? What do you give Flabby Abby in the bottom?
I feel
Oversized
like that.
stomach and a pair of floppy breasts, isn't that right?
That's describes what's about like.
Yeah, like I'm good.
I'm
D's
good.
across the board. You throw some D's on it.
I mean,
Just got a
Well,
hook.
Not DD, but
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'll pay. I'm too prick with this right here.
she don't get it.
Yo,
Oh no!
yo, what's
at
with
best? Like 15 minutes at best.
here,
No,
Chernie?
no,
Chernie, I think I got
Ain't no sleeping over here. Ain't no sleeping over resting over here.
Chernie, I think I got a winner for you.
for me,
Yeah.
Not even an
AI compatibility highlights. That's what it says.
What is it?
AI compatibility highlights.
All right, all right. Here's Dazzlin, 25,
She has a nice face though.
fucking patronizing ass Facebook. Dazzlin lives in Philadelphia, the same city as your hometown of Philadelphia.
Why?
Dazzlin shares your interest in video games, as you mentioned, playing RPGs.
You play RPG?
Yeah,
What
Dazzlin-
RPGs?
like Fallout is like a pseudo RPG. I played Skyrim.
Oh.
Probably some others. Dazzlin's relationship goals align with your openness to a casual relationship or a long-term relationship. Let's FaceTime play the game like it's blocked. Don't let the looks fool you. I'm a nerd and a little something on here. Looking for I'm guessing a relationship. I'm a
What?
girly girl. We love the baddies over here.
The bad. I don't like women that use
blocked by the like
baddie.
button. What do you give
It's blocked.
Dazzlin in beauty? If you say anything other than an A, you're racist.
What do you mean?
All right.
Let's see what Dazzy looks like.
What is her name?
I like
Dazzy.
Dazzlin, which is like
Dazzlin?
kind of. I knew that Dazzlin was gonna dazzle the scouts at it.
Dazzlin as a name?
You don't like the name Dazzlin?
Not
I don't like
really.
it.
She is pretty.
Yeah, I give her.
Says, can you let me in? So I guess he's
Oh, did you lock it?
Halfway in.
You said
Yo,
you
he-
said what's the door?
Yo, he was just out there in the corner. Help! Help! Let me in, please!
Oh my god.
It's cold out here, baby. It's cold outside. All right. All right, we're almost done. We only got two more, and then we're done with this segment.
We do it all.
No. I skipped all those. Hannah, 20. I can see her nipples. Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm 20. I'm a hairstylist. I enjoy making people feel beautiful. I have a pet bunny. I love visual art and music. Frank Ocean, Tyler the Creator, Ariana Grande, Mac Miller, Billie Eilish. I love metaphysics, the study of reality and existence. Something, spices and tarot cards matter.
Why did you cut off all the words?
It's like it's hard. Like
You're being all
Stop.
professional and shit.
It finally gets here and brings beer.
I did.
to
I
guy who
didn't
doesn't
think
drink.
so.
watch that chord.
Yeah, it's
please.
only snowing out.
Peanuts here.
Peanuts right here. There you go.
Sorry.
Yeah, watch
Good,
the word.
good.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Mhm.
And a Happy New Year.
So Peanut, we are sorry if you don't love this. It's almost over. We're
I've been
grading.
listening.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We're grading.
Why do you think I had to get beer on the way?
That's why he was late.
You know, drunk thoughts speak sober, or drunk mind speaks sober thoughts.
Oh,
So
does anyone have a lighter? I don't have a bottle opener.
I have one in my.
Watch that chord, please.
Come in.
So Hannah,
Let me throw the whole
Hannah's
box.
20. I can see her nipples
Thank you,
through her
Steve.
shirt, so she's
You all want
all
that?
about freeing the nipple.
You good?
I mean, she's okay.
She's all into like metaphysics and like a bunch of dogma and like holistic bullshit.
And ask you to beat you to.
Hannah could get a roof over her head.
Guys, this
So you said
winter.
that, do you mean for the night?
No, she is that.
So you say, all right.
Nancy, do you want to do a public service announcent about all
I
these
feel like
women
we'll
that you
just-
put a roof over their head?
Just cherry picking a bunch of shit.
And you like, listen, look, Cameron, you like 18, 23 years old, no kids, and a flat belly, get a roof over your head. Something nasty. I got you, all right?
Yeah, I feel like that's another show.
You got to do it a little bit like sadder, like Sarah McLachlan. There, you got to be like, guys, this winter we're in for a terrible winter.
I gotta get nice and close to you, Chernie.
Sure.
Global warming is impacting the environment, and a lot of these women are going to be cold when their snow starts falling. So please consider sending them Nasty's way so we can put them in the warm heating under a roof, stay dry.
What was it? 1823. Bad.
All right, last one, and then we can bid this fucking segment adieu. I think this girl's gonna grade real well in Indy. Dana, 22, Worcester, Pennsylvania, woman, straight, monogamous, single, other religion, English, doesn't smoke cigarettes, drinks sometimes, never smokes marijuana, doesn't have kids but might want them, looking for men, long-term dating, new friends, short-term dating. Take a good look at Dana. Take her in.
She checks all the boxes.
Now, when she was at Worcester University, there was a little bit of problem.
Worcestershire.
She got into a couple scuffles, got into a little bit of trouble, but it looks like she's on straight and narrow now. Dana, 22, Worcester. I don't know where the fuck that is.
Worcestershire.
What do you give her?
In terms of beauty,
Yes,
probably an A.
A in beauty.
Chernie, that's Chernie's first A.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't. I just.
I said an
Yo.
A for
Oh, you
what was
did?
it, Brittany?
Oh, you said A.
Or yeah,
It was Brittany. Brittany was the one that we all liked.
Mhm.
What did you give Daslin though?
She's an A in beauty too. Yeah,
Okay.
All right.
I never got to say it, but
Wait,
I don't like
I
the
didn't mean
name.
to do
though.
that. Peanut, look at it. Look at it, Peanut. Look at it. Look at Dana and grade her, Peanut.
I've only been half listening, so I don't know what we're grading on.
We're grading on femininity.
Okay.
A, B, C, or D.
Can't fail.
I'd say that's probably an
A. Beauty.
A. I'd go like B.
What?
What?
What is not to your
He
liking?
gets offended.
If it's not an A, he grills you for
What do you mean, what?
I don't know. That's just my opinion.
it.
You seem very offended by my opinion.
He's offended by anyone who doesn't say an A
Yeah,
for
yeah,
like
yeah.
all of this, unless they're really bad.
I procured the profiles of.
I grow Yamba or whatever.
Here you
I don't respect Peanut because his opinion doesn't align with mine. Modesty.
Um,
That's a B.
That's probably like a C.
Why?
She's
Is
showing
she?
booty.
Is she?
She's turned around, yeah.
I'm pretty sure like her sweater is covering it though,
Yeah,
isn't it?
still.
She's still sticking it
Yeah,
out.
I mean, how are you defining modesty?
Yeah,
Like, modesty
yeah,
is
what is
there's a bunch
modesty?
of things to modesty.
Like what?
Like, you talking about modesty on her personality, how she's dressed. Like, I see modesty can be in a bunch of things. I'm going to go big. Keep it in the
Okay.
middle.
And youth.
If she's fucking 22,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
Yeah,
So do you give her an A?
That's not like an opinion. That's like a very
Yeah, that's
factual
what
choice.
that's why I don't get why youth is on
You guys
Say what the fact is for the record.
The fact that she's 22.
So
what
it's
does that mean?
an A.
That means she's young.
And
An
why does
A.
that get her an A automatically?
Because youth is defined by age.
Right, but like.
So how else? What is your definition? I've been checking by your definition.
He actually does not grade 18-year-olds, which
Well, doesn't grade
By
at all.
18, if you're it's creepy. You a picture here. Don't be a creepy.
All right, but like, are you
No,
saying
no.
that younger is better? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying. You asked grade on.
Yeah, no, great, based on your opinion.
But we're not grading it on the youth being
Like,
better.
this
We're
is
grading
an
on what the
opinion.
youth
Yeah.
is.
So
Like,
this is an issue, right? Because like, I see three conservative men over there. Right?
okay.
I'm making a statement on a fact, and you're like, "Wait a minute, what is your statement on a fact?"
I'm not.
This is a factual
No,
statement.
no,
How do you
first
have
of all,
an
no, no.
argument?
I think that's only.
How is there an argument? You're
So-
asking me a grade
wait,
on
wait.
you.
A grade is an A, right? And
We're getting
A
interning
is a good
already.
grade, right?
I can't.
Wait,
believe
hold
that.
on, hold on, guys. Peanut, no, Peanut got in here, and then like all chaos ensued. So you guys have to have a conversation, and please respectfully listen to each other. Right? Go.
So, like, you're saying A is a good grade, right? Right?
Well, yeah. I mean,
A is good. B is slightly less good.
I'm grading.
But
You asked me to grade on youth. I'm
no,
grading.
on 8, is it youth or
You.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
22 is
Fair
young.
enough. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
21 is young. I would say 20 is arguably illegal, but you know you can have that. You can have the argument if you want to.
It's not an argument. It's
that would also
Actually
be a
not
fact.
illegal.
Yeah.
Are you wearing glasses?
yeah. They're
Have you
blue.
watched the pod?
Well, it's like
He has like shades sometimes.
If you have shades, but those are like glasses.
they're blue light blockers, so I don't get migraines and brain.
I guess
cancer
we're all
or
getting
whatever
migraines
comes
and
from
brain
like
cancer
staring at
now.
a screen for
Look
hours.
at the Hancock shades he had.
But they're up there,
The Hancock.
and those like Coke can glasses are like actual prescription, and they did give me a.
Mhm.
All right, how about we
What's the
just?
next thing? What you-
Let's.
On to the next.
On to the next.
I want you guys to put on your tinfoil hats and tell me what you think the drones could be up to. What kind of nefarious
Talking
shit
about the
could they be
Jersey
up to?
drones.
Now they're not just Jersey. Now they're like all over America. Peanut,
I wasn't listening.
what are you doing on your phone?
He's liking the
You're an out-
podcast.
You're an app. Is that what you're doing?
Probably
No,
not.
I was logging into the podcast so I can see.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
Well, Peanut, just so you know, it's also right there too.
Why has no one
Yeah,
liked
yeah,
it?
yeah, I was looking
Chris,
for
why
it.
haven't you
Sorry.
liked your own podcast?
I did. I tried to. Peanut, put on your tinfoil hat and discuss what you think these drones could be up to.
I don't know. That's a tricky one.
Well, have you heard any views?
No.
Yeah, see, like I tried to
Yeah,
link
I haven't heard
it.
any
It says
views,
0
so I don't
likes.
even know.
Mine
I'm still trying to figure out how real it is. But like I'm having a hard time not saying it's real because like I've seen
It's
a lot
real.
of
It is
videos.
real. Like they're.
What do you think?
To an
it is?
extent,
Fake news?
I think
It's
part of
white,
it's
so
real, but I
it
think
should
part
be
of it could
liked.
people
I don't know why it
just
still says 0.
misdiagnosing things as being
Yeah, yeah,
Like-
I don't know.
now that it's a thing, everyone wants to be involved in the thing, so everyone's going to say this.
Like the
With
copycat.
that being said, it does seem like there's an excessive amount of drones. I could make shit up. I do that all the time. I'm willing to. So I don't know.
Why not? You love to make shit
Well,
up.
yeah, just like
So why
come
not?
up with a theory.
My theory is probably some type of surveillance. I think they're probably trying to, catalog our behaviors. Are we?
Why'd they start in
Y'all got,
Jersey?
they got social media for that. Y'all gotta send a drone in there and look.
You get it.
Yeah.
You get it for free on social media. So that's some sense right there.
Well, then
That's why I don't know how real it is.
That's
Because
what I'm
they,
saying.
they have access to everything they want already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, what? Like, what are the drones?
Well,
Are they just?
Well,
No
could
one
it,
knows.
could it
They
be
just
China?
provide, like-
Could it be Russia?
I don't.
People
No.
messing around.
The last time one of them came over in like a hot air balloon, like was there wasn't a person in that, right?
Nah.
Could you imagine just help, I'm from Japan or China, please let me out.
That'd be terrible.
Up in this hot air balloon, it's so scary.
Oh, there's 6 likes now.
All right. All right, nasty. Nasty or right. One of you guys take me up on this. Because Peanut, last time Peanut was on here, he was actually very, very brave. And Peanut
Brave?
discussed like all of his finances. Peanut, did you take any more of a handle on your household finances?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yeah, you expect.
Yeah, I didn't expect it. Do either of you guys want to discuss your net worth?
Not really.
Yeah, I mean, like,
See,
let's talk about like
Yeah.
habits and shit.
I don't
I
think
didn't
the world
realize you
cares
texted us.
about movies.
are you in
But
any?
yeah, because below said, just let yourself in. I got here.
Of course he
And
did.
there was also a cop knocking on everyone's door too.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, they're not welcome
Oh,
here.
oh,
That's not
Yeah, I mean,
noise complaint.
Po po po. All right. Let's just go around. Rye,
yeah,
are you a feminist?
I would say no.
Okay.
Oh, my man.
Nasty, are you a feminist?
I wonder what
You
you're
already know
doing.
the answer to that question.
Oh, my man.
Peanut, are you a feminist?
Absolutely.
What do you mean?
Chernie, are you a feminist?
Yes.
We're gonna argue about it.
Do you want to?
I'm just here for the ride. You're the host.
All right, sure, we can argue about it.
Discuss.
What do you think is the biggest threat to feminism in the modern age?
I think before you talk about the biggest threat, you have to define it. We probably have different definitions. I'm sure your definitions are much more extreme than
Well, why
mine.
don't you define it?
My definition is just making sure that we're all on an equal playing field as much as possible.
Okay.
I don't think that's like is that what how you would define it?
I would define feminism as
I'm fine with equal playing field.
I would define feminism as advocating for the legislative equality amongst men and women.
And so why are you against that?
I wouldn't say
I'm not against feminism.
Well, just
But you just defined
So,
it
no,
and
you
then
guys
said you were
define
against
feminist.
it.
Like I don't argue for it. I don't lobby for it.
Yeah, that's and because feminism has had 5 iterations that have gotten more extreme each time. Like in the first wave of feminism, it was about women's suffrage, obviously like a worthwhile
I
cause,
can get on board
things
with
like
that.
that. Yeah. Now it's
Wait. You say it's a worthwhile cause, but you say women shouldn't have the right to vote.
I don't say that.
You say that unless they are drafted. That's
No,
saying they
alright.
shouldn't have the right to vote.
Wait,
So-
was that natural
Yeah, that's his.
conversation?
So
that's his
men- so
take.
men-
They don't get drafted, so take away their vote.
So
That's
men,
what he says.
men's privilege to vote is earned. Women's privilege to vote is unearned.
But how do
How do you come up
men-
with that?
Because
All I hear is like insecurity.
No,
you
Who hurt you?
everyone
Yeah,
everyone at this
that's
table.
insecurity.
No,
Good.
wait, like put your judgments
I
aside
think
for
I
a
get that
second.
answer though.
What?
We can move on.
You filed for selective service, right? Yes. The answer is yes. You when you signed up for your license, you filed for selective service, meaning
Turn 18.
if there's a war, if a bunch of Russians or Chinese people invade
We get
America,
draft. Basically, it's draft.
Yeah, like,
Like,
you're
I
gonna-
have no idea.
you're
All-
yes. The
all
answer is
of
yes.
this, all to the-
If you didn't, you wouldn't have a right to vote.
pretty much it.
Okay.
You don't sign up for
You
it,
I
could-
didn't, I didn't know that.
All the 18,
I didn't know that you couldn't vote if you said no.
Was that one of those check boxes that I
You
checked?
You could be in prison.
Is that-
You
is
could
that
be
actually true?
yeah.
it is.
You could be in prison. You could be
I
fined
just-
up to $200,000 for dodging a draft.
No shit.
But
Just
women,
just like Donald Trump did.
yes. But women do not have to worry about that inconvenience.
Neither does Donald Trump.
How do you reconcile with that?
That's the
Same
typical,
way
that's the
the Donald
typical thing.
Trump
Just tear down Donald Trump with the rest of the
Hey,
fight.
I'm just putting out all the facts here, right? So like, you're saying
That
how do you
didn't
handle
really
that?
work for you guys.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, like,
Staring down Donald Trump.
you're saying that people pretty much what you're saying is if you
All right, but
want to
but
fight in a war, you don't have the right to vote. Yet we just elected a president who dodged the draft.
all right,
So,
but
like, where
but
does-
wait, but
it's just
no, no,
the law, though.
don't talk to Rye about this. I don't support Donald Trump, but I also don't support feminism, and I'm coming here having an argument about feminism, and Donald Trump has nothing to do with it.
But you
How do you-
equated feminism with the right to vote, did you not?
Yes, like women's suffrage is not locked behind military conscription when
Right.
men's suffrage is.
So then you just did that, and then I'm just calling out how you can say whether or not you support Donald Trump. I'm gonna kind of call bullshit on that, but like,
I've never voted for him.
You literally
No,
said
voting.
you would rather
Yeah.
Donald Trump still.
So,
but
I'm
still,
saying so. Like, you're
I-
You even said that on the podcast.
Wait,
if
I'll-
we're
I'll-
calling
I'll
equivalence
I'll
here, then
complete-
Donald Trump doesn't have the right to vote. That's what I'm trying to drive.
doesn't deserve the right to vote. Sure, I'll concede that Donald Trump dodged a draft.
So he shouldn't vote then. On your premise, I disagree with that premise.
But how do you reconcile the fact that women have had like close to 200 years of free voting?
We mean 200 years. What?
Since what, the Civil War or
What?
I don't think that. Right. So like,
150 years.
I don't
Okay.
think that voting.
okay, but
and
you're getting tripped up
fighting-
on the numbers.
I don't think voting and fighting in a war is the same, right? Because that means
well,
where's your right to vote?
what?
Just, you can say, yeah, I can fight in a war, but did you? You did not. So then where's your right to vote?
I'm still
Well,
like
numbers are
I'm,
from the war, so numbers can vote then.
Right.
But I think what he
No,
was
I'm
saying
not-
is that it started out like we have to do this, but they don't, and it's not an equal playing field. If it's an equal playing field, everyone should have to sign up for it to vote, right? So that's what we're saying. It's not equal. So feminism can't be equal if we're going to be picking and choosing certain things. So that's what we.
are
It
you
wasn't equal back then, but nowadays, if there was
So they
a
should-
draft,
They should have
do
to
you
get
think
drafted.
women would be in the draft?
So,
no,
yeah,
they're not. Like they are not
Nor do I
conscripted
think,
in the.
like, it's-
They're not conscripted currently. When a woman,
There's no. I don't think there's any updated draft policy right now.
okay, yeah, like it is still how.
So what
it
if I
has
told you to
always
look
been.
at the Ukrainian war right now?
that's
then-
something totally different.
No,
right
it's
there.
not. It's a modern day war, and then look at the
But-
women's involvement in that war.
It's,
Like I said, I'm just here to bring facts.
it is
I know you guys-
minimal.
It's not.
It's,
Women have played a very large role.
You have
Yeah, but the
computers,
women are not on the
so-
front line. Hold on, they're not on the front line. They might do support and stuff like
No,
that.
there's a
Versus
good
what-
amount of
You not.
there's a good amount of women on the front line. Now, was it
You're not sitting on the
immediately?
front line.
Was it
I
immediately?
feel like
No.
that's so pompous. I'm just here to bring
Oh.
facts. Like, and he has all the mainstream like.
I highly doubt women are on the front line fighting like that.
Even if you're supporting, like as a nurse, you're
Eight-
still
8%
even
of the
on
Ukrainian
there.
military
You're
is women.
even
8%. Damn, you're right.
Is that
8%?
what
shit.
year is
No,
that
that's-
from?
As of January,
equal.
as of
That's right.
January 2024, there are over 62,000 women in the Ukrainian armed forces, with 45,000 of them holding military positions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Wait,
a lot
so
of-
hold on, say that number again.
As of January 2024, there are over 62,000 women in the Ukrainian armed forces, with 45,000 of them holding military positions. About
Okay.
5,000 women serve directly in combat zones.
Damn, that is a lot.
Women hold a variety of combat roles, including combat medic, blah, 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 blah. Supporting roles. The majority of women in the Ukrainian military serve in supporting roles.
they're not.
No mandatory draft. Unlike for men, there is no mandatory draft for women in Ukraine. However, women with medical or pharmaceutical degrees must register for service. I don't even think that's the fact in America.
That should be something.
The number of women serving in the Ukrainian military has increased significantly since the war began. In 2016, only 8.5% of the Ukrainian military were women. Well, how has that increased significantly? Because it's the exact same as it always has
Yeah, the
been.
math ain't math in there.
Yeah, no. But let's be real.
What is the source?
AI overview from Google.
You'd have,
That's-
in order to fact check these, you got to look at like 7 different.
You have to actually
But
look
let's
at the
be real,
article for
though.
that.
This
Women
actually-
are not on the front line.
This actually
fighting
says
back.
that, yeah.
they supporting and doing stuff. But you're not going to give chicks.
That's true in the US, yeah.
You can support on the front lines. That's what.
Out there. No, you're not gonna do that.
So and right, so I said bring up the fact. Maybe I was even a little wrong in that fact. I just want to make sure that we talked about that.
Do you advocate that women and men should both be conscripted in the military service.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, yeah, like, and that's all I'm saying.
And
Like, I'm not
women-
even.
And we saying can women fight on the front line? Not necessarily, but can they do other things?
They can definitely do
Absolutely.
other
They can do a whole lot. They can do transport. They can fly a plane. Do a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, would you want to on the front line with a gun against another enemy? I don't think that's a good idea.
If they're
Most
fit
of
enough,
them-
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
most of them.
You throw. Yeah. You already believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's a fit, strong woman, yeah, why not put her on the front line?
That you would take, I don't care how fit she is.
Oh my
the
God.
aggression of a man that would scare her.
They all have guns anyway. What do you
Why
mean?
not?
There's been videos.
Well, she said, "Why not?"
There's been videos of. I've seen videos of police women, right, with the gun aimed at a suspect, and she's scared of running away. And it's just a regular guy. You in war.
Dude, let's-
War is war.
So-
If
so
you
you're
wanna
going
talk
at
about
anecdotes.
Cops being afraid. I've seen plenty of cops being afraid shooting random people. That's
They're not
just
shooting
that's
random
a cop.
But let's be real. You
Katie
believe
Crawford said, "Women aren't scared of men. We have to walk by them on the street every day."
that's what really we're talking about walking down the street and war. You can't compare the two.
I think we've digressed a little bit, but my point is, I think women would and should be drafted if the case would be. And I think there's multiple examples of how women probably fight in wars more than you think.
I'm like I said, I'm an advocate for egalitarianism, and I think
I don't
that
know what that word means.
it means like
Equal rights for
actual
everyone.
equality, and not like.
I thought you were for
Robert
equity
Katie
though, not
Crawford
equality.
Said, "If I have a gun, I'm deaf, not scared of a man." Katie Crawford said, "In a war zone or not."
What'd you say,
Gun-
Chernie?
Glad it was equity though, not equality that you wanted. Egalitarianism specifically equality.
Like, I think equity has to be earned. Like, I don't think that everyone should just be given equity.
equity.
That's not necessarily earned, and that's kind of a little bit. That I think that is my biggest gripe with feminism is I feel that it has leapfrogged the Black civil rights movement, used the Black civil rights movement to gain like a platform and kind of like taken the front seat of like the civil rights movement, and a lot of their issues that have existed for longer and are a lot more problematic have gone, have kind of taken the back burner in spite of us trying to give equity to women. Is that fair?
I don't know about that because when did Black men gain the right to vote?
It was like 3 years before all women.
It was,
All right,
it was
so
close,
then-
close range.
But-
It's the
but-
15th and
Crawford
19th Amendment,
said,
right?
"You're a white man saying this though."
So does that mean that it's not true? But the reason why Black men got the right to vote 3 years before women is because they were fighting and dying for our country in war.
Is that
They were-
factual though, or are you just kind of winging it?
Yes,
It wasn't
like,
even 3 years, it was 50 years.
Yeah,
50
isn't it
years.
relative?
Yeah, 1870 and then
I think that
1920.
kind of throws everything else you just said out.
Black
It
men
was
got
the 15th Amendment was the blacks' right to vote, which is 1870. Then the 19th Amendment is the women's right to vote, which is 1919 to 1920.
Katie Crawford said, "Women weren't allowed to fight for the country."
Yeah, that's true.
It's still on.
That's also a fact.
But still, my point being, maybe my facts are
3
incorrect,
years is the same as 50.
Yeah.
but Black men were fighting for this country,
And they
the
still
Civil
weren't
War.
getting the right to vote. 1870s, 5 years after it started.
I just think your initial premise of feminism overtaking Black rights is incorrect, just based off the simple fact that Black men were able to vote 50 years before any woman was. I don't see how you can make grounds for that argument at this point.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
Thank you. I'll take that win.
Damn, Reggie, you go out like that?
Do you have anything to add? Do you think I'm wrong as well for thinking that
Wrong about what?
that the feminist movement has leapfrogged the civil rights movement?
I'll be honest, as a Black man, the whole civil rights thing, that's a whole horse that's a dead horse that's been beaten for a long time. I'm like this. I'm a Black man. I can go wherever I want, do what I want. That's people just holding on to the past and just trying to hold on to a fight that's not even happening. The whole feminism thing, feminism to me is like the unions. The unions back in the day started out good to protect the workers because it was getting taken advantage of. And the whole back in the day, the suffragists. But now we're on this whole fifth wave of feminism now, which is
That's what I'm
which is out
saying
of control.
too.
So it started out good, then it got out of control to where it is now. I'm all for equality and stuff like that, but where we at now is where they say now don't need men. Okay, so we're at that fifth stage now. You don't need us no more. Okay, so you want to be equal, you want to do what we can do. Now you don't need us and don't want us no more. So it started out good, then it got out of control, like most things, unfortunately.
So I want to ask you a question, right?
What's up, Peanut?
You sound like you don't like the fact that women don't need men, but do you need a woman?
Well, first of all, I'm not mad at you. First of all, let's be real. Women need us.
You think so?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
If all the men disappear, right now, hypothetically, if Dano said it would disappear right now, they'll go back to the Stone Age.
I disagree.
Why is that?
I think you'd have a much more collaborative future, actually. I think men are probably the biggest reason for a lot of the violence and the issues that we have.
But you say that.
I just look back on history. Look back at all the wars.
But
seriously, like if you look statistically, if you look back at every war throughout the history of our society, who has started them? Who has been the initiator of the violence?
I ain't done yet. I said they go back to the Stone Age. They go back to the Stone Age because we run everything and do that's who runs the water, the electric, who gets the oil from the ground, who gets the coal from the ground. You don't see too many women doing that.
No, but that's an artifact.
But let's be real. But we got oil and stuff now. It's going to run out eventually. So when that runs out, are they going to start digging it up? Are they going to start? You see what I'm saying? So
I think they would. Yeah, I think the reason you see a lot of men in those roles is just because when those roles were initiated back in the day, women weren't allowed to have them.
But women have been allowed. No,
they are, and you've seen
women have
an increase in those industries.
No, but women have been allowed.
Women
have been allowed to do these jobs for like 60 years now. 60 years. Like, all right, I'm a fireman. We only have 4 women in our department.
And how many men do you have?
56 of them.
Okay.
56.
So like 5% women.
And that's just across the board. Even with the cops downtown, we have only 4 women.
Wait, all right. I want to chime in here. Do you think that there are virtues of American democracy that are threatened by the international world? Like, do you think that there are enemies that would see us all burn if they had their way?
Yes.
And what do you think stops them?
What do I think? Probably a lack of power and weapons.
But our surplus of power and weapons, right?
To a degree, yeah.
That is propagated by violent men.
The men that protect them.
To a degree, maybe, yeah. I think what you're kind of looking at, and I think it's going to be hard unless I relate it to something else. But let's take we're talking
hold
about,
on. So if you're taking half the population that are all men out of the equation, who are they going to fight us with? Women? So what is your point if we're just defending against other women that you claim to be weak?
I never said that they're weak.
Okay.
But I mean, the facts are a woman has never been a Navy SEAL in the history of the Navy SEALs.
So
why is that?
Is that true?
Yeah. Is it because like women are? Is it because patriarchy? Is it because like inequality, or is it because there are certain positions and roles that are just better fit for a man?
Okay, so why does the rest of the military have women? Why?
Why
do we allow it for the rest of them?
The rest of the military is inferior to the Navy SEAls.
Yeah,
it's categorically true. The
about
Navy
the
SEAls
Marines?
The Navy SEAls are the highest echelon of
each branch has their own special forces.
Yeah.
Each one, like,
Navy SEAls is just for the Navy, though.
But if you're asking, do I think there's a strong element of sexism in the military? Absolutely.
Probably.
Some military officer, a woman 2 years ago, was raped and murdered, and they didn't even press charges.
Well, that's like obviously.
And we're not saying that's cool now.
No, I know you're not.
No one's saying that's cool by no means.
I know no one at this table would agree with that. I agree with that.
Cool at all,
absolutely. But what I'm saying is that it's an example of that male-dominated field, right? You're not going to see the people at the top
but there's male soldiers that get killed too. I mean, the army. Yeah, people say the army is still people. So you got females that get killed, stuff happens to them. You got men that get happened. It is what it is, unfortunately.
Right. No, but my response to the original question is, why are no Navy SEALs women? And my answer to that is, more than likely, the people in charge of the Navy SEAls, one, are very conservative. Let's be honest, most military is conservative.
You don't think
and two, it's probably just an artifact from the past, right?
Well,
Artifacts.
You don't
from
think
the
it's a
past.
biological
You don't think
truth
biological-
that most
I do
men
think
are?
that is-
biological.
I think it is more likely that you will find a sufficient male than a sufficient female for the Navy SEALs. Absolutely. Like, I think when you biologically break it down, there's going to be men that naturally fit that physiologically better.
And that's the main part of your job. You have it's a physical job. Like I'm a
But
fireman.
that's not to say that that there's not a bunch of women out there that can't do it.
But you got to think about it. The Navy SEALs been around for how long? How long has the Navy's been around?
Maybe 100 years,
And
maybe
not
more
a
than
one
100
has
years.
got through yet.
Yep.
Not
And
a
then-
one yet. So what's that telling you right there?
Yeah, how long have women not had the right to vote
But the
since this
Navy-
country
no,
came
no,
today?
no,
That's
no,
that's
Shirley,
that's
let's-
150
let's-
years.
Let's bring it back.
So why
But-
why
but-
are we not?
but hold on.
I asked the Navy SEALs. They've been around for all these years, and not a one has got through.
So is this country, and then we didn't
But-
have
no,
like
I'm
there's
taking
so
the point.
many
They haven't
win
got-
there's
they
so
haven't
many
got
ceilings you
through.
break through.
It's not because it's not because you're being sexist. It's like let's put them out there and see what they can do. I watched videos of Navy SEAL trainers that said we have had the toughest of guys, we had toughest of women who fell through. It just doesn't work.
So the Navy SEALs have existed since January of 1962.
That's what
Like
60 years.
So
less years than they had no
So let's
right
go
to
back
vote.
let's say women have been allowed to be Navy SEALs since like 1990. 34 years, not a one has made it.
So-
I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it around.
All right, so-
not a one has gotten through.
So
But-
2021, a female sailor has successfully completed the grueling 37-week training course to become a Navy Special Warfare Combatant Craft crewman.
But that's
That's
not a
not
Navy
SEAL.
SEAL,
Dan,
dude.
you're reaching, bro.
There
What
are,
are you?
There are
That's a SEAL.
only
So she's capable of doing a
She's not
37-week grueling
She's not
course
SEAL.
for okay.
There are only
Until she gets her trident on her chest, she's not a SEAL.
And this proves my point.
Is it the same?
It is the boat operators who transport Navy SEAls.
No, but are you a
Not
Navy
the
SEAL?
same,
Not the same.
dude.
You're trying to say what's good enough. No, we're saying, are you? That's like me saying I'm.
So what
fireman.
is good enough to be a Navy SEAL then?
Be a Navy SEAL, duh.
Because they don't let them. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
they don't let them in,
Dude.
they can't get in.
guys.
Okay.
No, you gotta
Women will
You
never
guys
be on
got-
the front line.
you gotta
Period.
give people an opportunity to speak.
Yeah.
The Navy SEAls are a small percentage of the Navy's active duty members, making up only 1%, and it's probably much less than that. They just wanted to make it a round one.
Sounds like your
Okay.
3-year fact you
The
threw out.
training to become a Navy SEAL is intense and has strict qualifications, with only about 20 to 25% of candidates completing it. I don't even think that's
I'm just
Mhm.
rolling in that.
yeah. Like yeah.
What's your source here?
This is another AI overview.
Okay. So I have 2 points here before people attack me. So number one, I think if you look, right, I think it's always best to show equivalency when you're making an argument, right, to kind of bring different perspectives in. If you look, let's look at the NBA versus the WNBA.
Okay.
30 years ago, did women play basketball very well? No, because women growing up,
No, they play ball. No, women play basketball.
women growing up didn't aspire to do that because it wasn't in their path. Now, if you look at Caitlin Clark, she almost just knocked off Steph Curry in 3-point contests is because she grew up knowing that was an option for her.
That-
So yes, in 30 years
That
from
was
now, I think
Sabrina Ionescu,
I don't
not
think
not
so.
Caitlin Clark.
okay. I think in 30 years from now, what you're going to see is a relative increase in women in those fields
Mhm.
because it is now an option, right? That's where I'm saying artifact of the past.
It's
Artifacts exist. We evolve and we grow.
It's an option now, though.
it's been an
Yeah.
option.
It's been
Like
an option.
they've been like I said, I'm a fireman. And women have been allowed in about 40 years. It's been about 40 years they haven't let women into the service. And it's still men still it's like 95%. And the women that we do have, a lot of them work in the office behind the scenes.
Okay.
So I
I
know we like to say 40 years ago, but let's all be honest. When it first was initiated, no man was going to allow a woman to fight next to them. So that 40 years isn't exactly real. It's probably closer to 20. And if you look at 20,
No, it's
you look at
firefighters.
people that are probably growing up and now they're getting to the point where that's reasonable. I think
So-
very much so with this fifth wave of feminism, you will see very strong soldiers in the future.
Another
Yeah.
thing about the Navy SEAls, they by law did not allow women in until 2016. So it's literally only been 8 years.
8
Another-
years. I said within 8 years, you tell me one hasn't gotten through.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
That's not even a lot of time.
8 years. You tell me out of 8 years, not one woman. And you know they will push women to the front of the line for everything. So you tell me they haven't found. I'm pretty sure they have found some of the baddest women in the Navy. Said, let's see if they can get through. And they haven't gotten through yet.
Yeah, a whole lot of
8
men don't
years out of
either.
60, you don't have much
75% quit
Even-
halfway
you don't
through.
see females in. They call operators. You don't people female operators like the Delta Force, Green Berets, the SEALs. They're considered operators. You don't have female. Only 2 female Rangers have passed, and that's because they made so many. I read about it. They made so many concessions for them. They made concessions for them.
Dude,
I think you're both
like,
taking on
women
what
being
are
in the
pretty quick
military.
here.
Yes,
dude, the Navy
but
SEAls are one extremely specialized group that will not budge on lowering their standards. They will not allow Navy SEAls to fall below the requirements of being a Navy SEAL. It is the ultra cream of the ultra crop. Like
You've already named 2 false facts in this argument. So as far as the argument is concerned, like you already lost. Right?
What
You
do you
said-
think?
Well, you
But
said
here's the
women were
question.
allowed
But
50 years ago, and now that's 8
But
years.
question,
Right?
I like
That's
this
a
question
pretty
though.
vast
Question
difference.
though. Would you ever see America's enemies place women on the front line? Would you ever see Russia place women on the front line?
I'm curious.
I don't
You should
think you
Google
would.
that right now.
I don't think you would ever see China place women
Google
on the front line.
Russia.
I
And
don't think
women
you,
fight in the Russian military.
But
There's a
that's
difference
not the
between-
front lines.
Well, there's a difference between fighting in the military and being a Navy SEAL. There's a difference between, and like what got us onto this entire topic was volunteering yourself to fight in the military and being forced to fight in the military in order to not be incarcerated, pay a $200,000 fine, and vote. Like there's a huge
real
difference
quick,
between the two.
Real quick, their argument is patriarchy. This argument is biology, and you guys are going to see eye to eye.
Yeah.
Okay, so
my point is that I just think, right, 8 years. If something is literally not achievable for them, they're never going to desire to see it.
I got a question. So you're talking about Navy SEALs 8 years, right?
Yeah.
The WNBA has been around for 30 years.
Yep.
And it has not made a profit.
No, I think you'll see that in 3
And then I remember a long
3
time
or 4
ago.
years, you think they'll make a profit?
Yeah.
3 or 4 years.
But what
Yeah.
business has been around for 30
Dude, they're
years?
not close.
And then also, too, I remember with
What business? Every business Donald Trump has ever had.
you would never.
Yeah,
They didn't last,
Tell
so.
me randomly.
We didn't say I didn't even say
But
Trump.
that's what they do.
But also, too, I remember.
You just asked what business. I named a few.
But also,
I'm
too.
gonna-
Can you name one, like 2 businesses that Trump
Yeah,
Every Atlantic
Trump Steak,
Atlantic
Trump
City-
vodka.
So they-
Trump
yeah,
University.
Trump University.
That's
That's
Trump
tear down
University.
every argument that
For real,
Trump
they
did.
do.
It's just
But,
like, you
but
can't have
also,
competition.
too,
Mhm.
women don't get
I
the
can
basketball.
provide other
Also, too, I'm
examples.
saying women don't get the basketball.
Wait, but I have no allegiance to Donald Trump,
Okay.
but their opinion about the WNBA being subsidized by the NBA for 30 years is factual.
It is.
And then also, too,
So
Very much so.
and then
When-
biology. Don't wait, then biology too. I remember a long time when we first started dunking the ball. Lisa Leslie
Mhm.
did that ring racer dunk, right?
Yep.
And you would
That was
assume
nice.
by
That was nice.
now, but you assume by now. I'm not saying they're going under the leg, but you assume you have more women dunking the ball regularly. And I remember they said,
Pretty sure Brittany Griner has the most dunks.
but I remember they said like 20 years ago, we'll be dunking the ball regularly, dunking the ball regularly. They did like 5 dunks off a year
Mhm.
in the WNBA.
I think
So
Brittany
after
Griner
30 years of progress, you still doing the rim razor dunks. That's at 30 years. So that's
Well,
what
not
it
that
is.
it's biologically evolved, for sure.
Yeah.
So you're
And the game is never
they're
going
not-
to be as engaging. I don't
No, it
think.
never will be.
But like,
Yeah,
no,
Griner
maybe
holds
it's
the
because
most
of
with
nature,
26
I
out of the 37.
20.
Brittany Griner.
26
Brett-
dunks.
Brittany Griner has the
WNBA
most-
career
Wait,
dunk
26
leader
dunks
with 26
in how many
dunks.
There's 26 dunks in a game.
20 for real, 26 dunks in how many? Jesus.
All right, wait. So do
No,
you
no, that's
believe-
how many she has.
Do you believe that?
26. That's
Do you believe that
I-
biological
Brittany
males
Griner is-
should be allowed?
She's 6'9".
Wait, hold up. Do you believe that biological males should be able to compete in the WNBA?
No, so I actually consider
Great movie.
I'm
Juwan-
generally
I
very
would-
left.
I would
That's
love-
probably relatively controversial on the transgender thing. I actually don't believe that. Like, I think when it comes to professional sports to that extent, right? I'm not talking about high school. Professional sports, like there does need to be a line between.
I want to see
Why?
Juwan Man. I want to see Juwan Man. in real life.
Don't you advocate for equality though? Like,
You see
don't
Juwan
you
Man in
think?
real life?
Don't
I'm
you?
like,
You're the one who's egalitarian.
But do you think that there's a competitive advantage to a Hold up, guys. Do you think that there is a competitive advantage to a biological male competing against women?
Yes.
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 Okay. Well then, but
Well,
like,
so-
so do you think that extends into any other realm, like the military?
I already said that.
Okay.
Just because there's a difference doesn't mean that you can't make that up, though, is my point. Right? Like, I'm saying, generally speaking, you are correct. But that doesn't mean that there's not multiple examples where you're not correct.
Yeah, sure. There's exceptions.
Yeah, like
right,
sure,
I mean,
yeah, like I'm.
Right, there's always exceptions.
Yeah.
But
But
we're
gen-
talking- speaking generally.
Said, hi everyone.
Hey, Kate.
Alright.
What up, Kate?
Generally speaking, men are stronger than women. I don't think that's like such a hot take. Maybe in the
stronger.
what?
Bigger,
Yeah,
faster, stronger.
bigger, faster, stronger. So it would follow logically that when it comes to defending our American liberty, like men should do it.
Do you think that fighting in the military is just about strength? There's no mental involvement in that?
No,
In different parts of it.
Yeah, like there's
it
definitely.
would depend what you do. If you're going on the front line, I was the biggest, baddest, strongest guy I can get my hands on. Now
I just want someone who knows how to use a gun.
Planning, logistics, whatever. Yeah, you said smart guy stay in the back. But yeah.
If I'm on the front line, I want someone who's not going to lose their shit under pressure. That's probably
that's men.
Yeah, like who makes up the most like antidepressant
you
users
something.
and like anxiety
That's
medication
the
users?
point.
I'm gonna tell you something. So I'm a fireman, right? So I go on the scene. So other day had a heart attack. Guy on the ground, laid out. He's out. You know who's making the most noise? And this is obvious. I get it. The women. All of them were hollering and screaming. Every time we go on scene of any kind of emergency, women always hollering and screaming.
Hey,
I gotta get them down. And that's
What
just
about depression and anxiety medication? I'm coming in late.
So
like I said. That's just like a car accident or
and
a
that's
cardiac
their
arrest.
fact. Yeah.
So, but just imagine you at war. You got guns and bombs going off. You really think they're gonna be cool under pressure in that situation?
If a woman is volunteer for that, absolutely, yeah.
Listen, I said.
We already said the general population.
But
We've established the general guidelines.
But like I said.
but like all right, generally speaking, men are societally influenced to suppress their emotions and to just put like business put business before their own personal emotions. You know, they take less sick time. They just get up and go to work.
No excuses.
Here's a woman chiming in.
K10 said, most women are too emotional for that.
Yeah, you really think you would tell a woman to go in the front line and kill?
Yeah, I do.
You really? Well, then why
Not just a woman, like
Because
the
it hasn't
top
been
class.
an
That's what we
expectation
want
for
for
society.
military.
But obviously, maybe they probably tried before. Don't you think they maybe tried? Like, why don't we put
I think
some women?
Ryan's rubbing his beard because he knows I have a point.
But I got to feel they probably. No, but maybe they probably tried before. Maybe we put this woman with this group of guys. Let's see how it works. It probably didn't work out too well. You got to figure women still don't fight. Women still aren't. They have women fighter pilots, but they'll never put them on the front line. They can be trainers, anything, instructors, but they will never put them on the front line. I'm pretty sure they probably did some kind of test or something. Said this ain't gonna work.
See, they're saying that they don't do that. That the patriarchy is out to get.
Oh,
women.
I wanted to bring this up.
That's their
So,
whole.
I just think, well, no, I don't want to say, like, I don't think it's as malicious as you're making it out to be. I just think that's the precedent that has been set. And as we know, precedent matters, right? Or unless you want to say precedent doesn't matter. If we want to have that argument, that's fine.
I want to like segue to a similar topic.
Good conversations happening. Both.
Why you want to go to your favorite topic?
If you guys want to keep going,
No,
I'll
no,
take
go
lots of
ahead, go
things.
ahead.
No,
Can I
I'll
get
accept
a
my
dub?
We can move on.
I'll take my dub. Do you believe that the patriarchy is oppressive?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a loaded question, right? But
All his questions are like,
yeah,
Not on the point.
Do you believe that?
I think there's a bunch of angles.
because
I don't
you
think
need
it's
to be
clear
more
cut yes or no.
specific.
Do you
to
believe
give
that
a
men
yes or
are
no.
the
Said, some women can, but more often than not, we are not men, and there's a reason why mostly men fight for our country. We have to be realist here.
Thank you.
Do you believe that men are the oppressive class over women who are the oppressed class?
I think in a bunch of situations, yeah. But I think, right, I think what you're seeing in modern days, I think you're seeing women becoming more oppressive and men being the ones that are oppressed. And I think that's why you're seeing so many young men have such a vitriol reaction to that, because they don't know how to handle that, because it's never been said before. So
And because they're told to bottle up their emotions.
They think that they're losing the battle, so they have to have a very strong reaction to that, because they don't want to be considered pussies.
Maybe not pussies, but like to your, which I agree with your statement, is that now women are beginning to oppress men, and like men do not want to be oppressed by women.
And
so
why are women now beginning to oppress men? Because they've actually had the right to do so, which I'm not saying is a good thing.
I mean, I wouldn't say they have the right to do so. Still,
Why do you think
but
it's happening?
I
What man
I'm like, yo, why you fight so hard against your own? That's all cares about you, man.
I don't think
Peanut's like an Uncle Tom for men.
Yeah,
No, listen, Master. I won't say nothing bad about the women. I swear, I was gonna do my best, be on my best behavior, sir.
I think a lot of people get all riled up over like a bunch of nonsense, and when you start to lay out how we got here, I think it makes a lot more sense.
You said nonsense. Is there
I don't
Nonsense.
have a word for nonsense.
you're not calling this pod nonsense.
It's interning.
Shit's
Interning or nonsense?
starting to get interning, guys. Yeah, I mean, like Merry Christmas. If you guys are watching, Kate, thank you for tuning in.
Give us a like.
Yeah, please make sure to
Are you
like.
allowed to say Merry Christmas on air?
What do you mean?
I just don't want to like. I'm joking.
Merry Christmas. How dare we? Merry Christmas, everyone.
Happy holidays, guys. You filthy animals.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
All right, so, but you generally, Peanut, do believe that men are the oppressive class over women who are the oppressed class?
Yes, I think generally, but you're seeing that start to change.
Then how are men the oppressive class and women are pretty much doing everything they can do?
I think, like I said, I think that's changing. But I think if you look back 30, 40 years ago, it's pretty clear.
Chernie, do you agree?
To a certain extent, yeah.
Like in general, sure, but in like not obviously not every guy is oppressing every woman. Like,
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they're the class.
Mm.
You know, like there are obviously going to be good and bad actors in every class of people, but
My thing is, I want someone who's qualified.
Said,
Yeah,
I don't
this is
care.
exactly why this world is fucked up. We have to question saying Merry Christmas. We need K-Pen.
I was joking, kid.
Stop being so sensitive and soft.
but I mean,
I was joking to make the point.
but
I do agree that that's super. Like that's.
I'm
that's a
pretty
ridiculous
sure
thing to
most
say.
How
people
dare we speak
don't
Merry
really
Christmas?
care.
How dare we?
The only ones that care now are the ones that think Christmas is being taken away.
Actually, yeah, that's probably.
That's why they like boycott Starbucks over their red cups and
Yeah.
stuff like
Wait,
that.
but your presidential candidate said, "How dare we speak Merry Christmas?"
you're not taking any context in
What
this.
was the context?
The context is she said we can't say Merry Christmas when children are being like having their lives ruined. I forget exactly what was going on there, but there was context to it. And then he says Merry Christmas for a different what?
I'm sure you could Google a context right now.
No, and I think Chernie's
Probably.
right. That there is context to it. And it's not as bad.
Life is all about context.
I just think Chernie gets this like sexy like aggression.
Sexy.
Ooh,
Oh
ooh.
my god.
I mean,
You
our-
want-
the history of our country is rooted in the blood of oppression.
okay.
Even fucking Santa Claus is a slave owner. Think about it. Do you think he's paying those fucking elves?
Maybe.
No. What is he paying him with?
Room and board.
Yeah.
How is Santa
in the North Pole?
How is Santa
They'd be freezing out there.
room and board? That's what the slave masters used to pay the slaves. Fucking
Yeah.
is Santa making any money? No. Like he's volunteering his time. That's okay. If that's what he wants to do.
Cover your kids' ears, but Santa isn't real, so it doesn't matter.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, you say that, but God forbid they say
Hey, this is 18 plus, right?
Tone,
Mhm.
tone.
throw him in the bathroom.
But Santa may not be real, but he is a real symbol of the oppression that exists in this country. Of course, Santa
Wasn't Santa Claus like?
Yes.
Wasn't it created in like Germany or
He's-
something?
Well,
Like,
no, he was a real person, but then Coca-Cola
Coca-Cola
like
being-
trademarked
before.
his distinct likeness.
In the 40s, that's the guy we see now.
Hey,
Cook me in the
Said,
mouth.
I say Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. I acknowledge Ramadan IDK. I just feel like our freedom of speech has been turned from positive to negative from social media news pinning
Facts.
everyone against.
Facts.
K-Pen
Facts.
said, each other. Can't we all just get along?
Based.
I do agree with. I think social media is probably like the number one. Like
Toxic. As
when-
hell.
like as this Rona has continued to go to shit, I would say social media is probably the number one.
Santa
Social media and mainstream media.
Facts.
Santa
Yeah,
was
bad.
based on Saint Nicholas, who was in Turkey,
Mhm.
what is
I
modern
know
day
a
Turkey.
grown man who gets his news exclusively from TikTok. That's really bad.
That's what a lot
I don't wanna
of
say who it is.
I'm not
TikTok.
going to say who
I
it
know.
Probably unbiased though.
is. It's incredibly biased.
What do you mean unbiased?
If you follow the right.
You fine right there.
But I'm sure that-
Yeah, for the most, like 90. Yeah.
All right, can we talk about red flags?
What?
What's a red flag job for a partner?
a red flag, like
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna get us in trouble.
Why?
Most of them, shit.
Fucking. What are the fucking? By the way, Santa's
I'll say
factory is
what
probably
you guys can't say. All right,
Okay.
I got you.
So
yeah, like
I believe, it's not my right to tell anyone what to do with their body, not my right. But like for me and my personal values, like any kind of sex work is like off the table.
I thought you were gonna talk about abortion.
she's an abortionist.
she works for Planned Parenthood.
Oh yeah,
Maybe that too, yeah.
of course. I work at a strip club and bounce. I wouldn't need none of them chicks in there.
You worked as a bouncer?
Still do.
That's awesome. You gotta throw people out.
Bina, are there any red flag job positions that you could see for a partner? And I feel like we should give the sex workers a little bit of grace because they're like the de facto, like always the first one that people bring up, like
and get a lot of shit on.
What?
And they get a lot of shit on.
Yeah, like, and I agree. I'm not saying I disagree, but like, I want you guys to be a little more creative. Like I said, I said like
nurses, police, fire.
What's wrong with nurses?
Nurses, police, fire,
Jeez.
paramedics, EMTs. Don't touch it.
Jeez.
You work closely with.
Yes.
Yes.
I said slaughterhouse slaughterer, and Chernie's like, what? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? What? What do you mean? What?
I didn't even get that defensive about it. I just questioned it.
It is a creative avenue for that.
I guess I wouldn't want a man who was working there either, though.
Like I didn't even
but
say.
you have to have like something psychological with you.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
like,
to
why would you
slaughter-
want a
to
man?
slaughter,
Why
like-
would you want a man that does
Social
that then?
media influencer male.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to be.
So that
Yeah.
was my only red
What
flag
about-
is influencer. Like, if you're an
Oh,
influencer,
God, yeah.
you probably have a fucking terrible person.
I'm trying to be I'm an aspiring influencer. here.
Yeah, and you have a terrible personality.
All right.
No, Chris.
Hey Ken said, no, Chris, different. I'm thinking.
Fuck my life.
But yeah,
Sure.
influencer, social media, reality shows, all of that. It's just all
I'd
not.
probably say celebrities in general too. I don't really.
Hey Ken said, I ran social media for a beauty company for 9 years.
I think that's very different. That's marketing.
Yeah, it's definitely marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let
Hey,
Gladys take her
Ken,
slow ass
You
time.
can pick my brain. I know a lot and traveled the world.
Gladys is a slow bitch.
Well, I just kind of.
So, do you want to go into your favorite topic?
What?
Do you want to go into your favorite topic?
We might have one more beer.
My favorite topic?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Abortion.
I'm good right here.
All right.
Thank you.
Do you guys want? Well,
Well, do you care about this table much?
why? You spilled something on it?
No, like can I just
use
can just
If you can, like,
literally
Why don't you just ask for proper.
the blue.
I was trying to be man.
Be man.
Not different at all. Maybe some things, but I did this kind of stuff and worked with people who didn't.
Is that a
That's topic.
next topic.
Oh, we talking, yeah, we got a
Whoops.
there going on.
Chernie.
Yeah,
Oshawott.
All right. Well, we talked about a red flag. What's a green flag?
For jobs.
Yeah. And Kate, I'll pay you a little bit. What? Because I'm talking shit on Gladys. She's so fucking slow, Kate. It's
Hey,
taking.
Ken
There we go.
said, Rudy.
Rudy.
I know I'm gonna get put up on a cross for this one,
Why?
but stay at home.
Oh, dude,
Oh.
I was
You stole my answer.
I wasn't even saying it. I was paying homage to Kate.
Sorry.
Stay at home wife is a underappreciated job in this day and age, and obviously it cannot exist without like a high earning man.
Well, sorry, you got to pick a different one now.
A green flag job. Like can philanthropists be?
No.
You
No,
like,
no.
that's giving your money away.
All right. Is it? Wait. No. Wait. Did you guys say your green flag? A green
I
flag
think
job?
like my green pick 80% of the jobs out there. As
I
long
mean,
as
yeah,
like as long as
I
it's
really
not
don't
like
care.
an influencer or part of reality TV or any of that bullshit, like I'm good.
Yeah.
So you got like police, fire, EMT, armies and nothing like that.
I would say I think police would probably
Thank
throw
you.
a
I
red flag.
appreciate you understanding.
I
that
probably
this
wouldn't be
is-
interested in like the
Yeah.
military.
I think that's
She
right.
said, "Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you understanding that." What did Chernie? You said the same thing.
Yeah, I
Peanut.
probably wouldn't really want like a military person either. But
Yeah.
I like it's more masculine.
So
Well,
is that not attractive?
Not to me, no.
That's interning to me.
Intern. That's intern.
Is it a red flag if a woman will not take your last name or hyphenate your last name?
No, I think in this day and age, especially not.
I really don't care.
I think it's a big deal.
I think a man's name is his legacy. So like for me, it's important, but like I don't care like what I
Yeah,
it's everyone's preference.
I don't think it's that deep.
I mean, Og didn't take my last name yet because of immigration reasons. But
But it's important to
as
you.
soon as she is a citizen, she is.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something like this, if I gotta sign my name, if I gotta sign my whole life away, you could at least take my last name, lady.
I think you absolutely should take last name.
I think for like simplicity's sake, I believe simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Wait, hold on.
I am taking
Chat's
it.
blowing up.
Christina A. said, I am taking it. Kate M. said, unless you're famous or have businesses in your maiden.
Sure. So, like, where does it stop, right? Like, if two hyphenated people were to marry each other, then what do you have? Like a four-time hyphenated
Yeah,
name?
at that point, you probably just throw it all out. Maybe start over.
And go with what?
Your favorite?
Pick your own last name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yo, what if you just get rid of both their last names and make a new one?
That's like Dirty Dan.
I mean, I guess.
He's the son of two gay men.
And
who, one was Loper and one was Lavule. So
His whole government.
his-
out there.
he's my man. He'll understand.
But they
He said
made
it
a
on-
new last name. I thought they combined it.
Yeah, they did. They made like
No, I'm not saying combine it. I'm saying like make a whole new name. That's just one.
No, they combined the two. as
Yeah, I'm
one last
saying
name.
like, what if you just get rid of both names and make a new one? This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, like-
you gotta change Social Security, all that stuff. It would
You have to do that when you
names.
change your name anyway.
What? Someone. Nah, I
You
forgot
do.
too.
You do. It's- I literally deal with that. I credit you.
I would just make a whole nother name. That's the problem. Just have one name. There you go. Just give it a hype. That's one name. There you go. That would solve the problem right there.
All right, Chernie, I'm gonna do what you want.
It's your favorite topic.
It's not my favorite.
You
topic.
bring it up so much when women aren't around.
Is a fetus?
Women aren't around.
Is a fetus just a clump of cells?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
But the first one.
There's brainwaves immediately. at conception,
It's not
so-
immediately.
That's
What?
very false.
Your brain doesn't even develop. It doesn't even
There's
start
brainwaves
developing.
very early on.
What?
Very early.
Define early.
I mean, I can Google it.
Yeah. I would say probably like 16 weeks. Yeah.
Wait, so a fetus
It's
is just a
as
clump of
early
cells
as 6 weeks and 3 days after conception. So it's
I
not
think
the
so.
start
Yeah,
of
that's earlier
conception.
than I thought.
I mean, that's early. Though.
How-
Yeah, but
how
you said
early-
at conception.
What,
it
16
started.
weeks you said, or
But
what?
do those brain waves like mean anything? Like people in a vegetative state have brain waves. Doesn't mean the brain.
At
waves
what point
mean
does it
anything.
stop becoming a clump of cells?
I'd say around 20 weeks.
Yeah, I was
Why?
gonna say 16 weeks.
That's when-
What is it?
Usually when consciousness is generally thought to come in, it's like 20 to 28 weeks.
So is that where you would draw the line on
Yeah, pretty much.
certain procedures?
Yeah.
That's kind of how Roe v. Wade was. 99% of abortions were before 20 weeks.
Yeah, most chicks get abortions. Most chicks don't find out like a month after. They just after that. That's most of them.
Yeah.
Most chicks ain't waiting till 9 months. to get
Almost
Most
every
chicks-
abortion was
Most
in the
chicks,
first
yeah, it's like
trimester.
the first. Oh shit, I'm late. Yeah, that's how most of them work.
Yeah.
Unless you're a scumbag waiting till that's different. You waiting 6-7 months later. You got a whole problem. I can't get down
I mean,
with that.
circumstances change. Right? What if baby daddy bounced? You know?
Oh, God.
So wait. So you say the threshold for when a fetus becomes human life worthy of protection is about, you said 16 weeks or 20 weeks?
20. So consciousness is usually considered around 20 to 28 weeks. So I would just put the cutoff at like 20. Just
20.
to
Do
be
you
safe.
agree?
Yeah, I'd say that's fine.
Nasty.
That's fair.
Right. Are you?
I just,
You're
like,
a
generally-
life at conception advocate.
So like yeah, but like I also understand that there's certain needs for it, like medically and shit.
Mhm.
So like I'm not saying like it needs to be banned altogether, but yeah, I'm a believer that there is life at the very beginning.
And I think it's absolutely
It's a
right to make
life.
that decision.
I wouldn't
too.
call it a person though.
No, scientifically, it's much more parasitic than it is a person.
So I was gonna say that next.
My definition, yeah.
Is a fetus a parasite? Is the mother the host?
Yeah.
Okay.
By definition, yeah.
What
Is that a super fucked up way to look at it?
But it is
So-
like
But
scientific.
yeah, that is what it is.
So, can I talk about your upcoming fatherhood?
Sure.
Are you right now the father of a parasite?
I guess theoretically, yeah.
Is he
Yeah,
technically a
it's
father
science.
yet?
However you want to put it, yeah.
When will it take until birth for it no longer to be a parasite?
Yeah,
Or
pretty much.
okay, really? So
Well,
even
yeah, I mean, again,
Well,
definition.
don't we normally call them the father when it's born though? Not really when it's like it's still
No,
correct,
because like if
in
you
the
think
womb.
about, and then like when I think about women who have miscarriages, right? A lot of the times they would still consider themselves a mother, which I'm not going to disagree with, right?
Yeah, no,
I
like,
would agree with it.
So like I think if you draw that parallel, since we all talk about equality, then yes.
But yeah, I mean, I got a Father's Day card before my kids popped out, so I mean,
Now would I consider myself a dad at this point? Fuck no.
okay, really, I would consider you a dad.
Wait, so
like,
you're
I
a
would
father
as well.
but not a
you're
dad?
taking care of your wife,
Right.
and your child.
Yeah, but like I
You're
still
taking
wouldn't.
care of your,
In a sense, but like I still, if you were to
Y'all
ask me,
Both of y'all parents.
Are
right
you a
now.
well?
yeah, I
I
would say
did.
no.
I did categorize you saying your upcoming fatherhood,
Yeah.
implying
Oh.
that you don't have current fatherhood.
And I would agree
So
with that.
yeah, like okay. All right, this is I know me and Nasty have actually disagreed with this.
We did.
I want you to try and just put all your personal biases aside, right?
How's he gonna do that?
That ain't going
That ain't
work.
gonna work. All things being equal, you have two people equal. One woman has an abortion, and one woman never has an abortion. Which woman would you choose to settle down with for the long run?
makes no difference. Personality.
Chernie, do you feel the same?
Pretty much, I guess I would say the one who didn't have an abortion. Though.
Honestly, if you tell me that there's two women,
They're
both
exactly the
21,
same.
and one woman had the baby and then gave that child a shit life, and one woman had an abortion. And
But all
then-
things are
yeah.
Oh wait,
equal.
they
I'd
have a
probably-
kid. The one who did.
all
did
things are equal.
but wait, you're saying.
You
But
can't
what are you
be-
saying? They had the
So
one
in
had.
this hypothetical
Hold on.
scenario that there is no child involved or whatever. Like,
Yeah, one
So
woman
one-
had an abortion.
One then so one had a kid and
No,
aborted.
No.
He said one of them had an abortion.
You're not even letting me finish my question.
All right,
So there's no kid in even.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
one woman was never pregnant. One woman terminated her pregnancy. Which woman is the better choice to settle down with for the long run?
Then I,
Peanut says it doesn't matter.
No, but like
Well, he
part of me
didn't- he
actually
didn't-
does think that like one woman did not face adversity, one did. So like I
yeah,
do- I
one
would take
didn't
that
even
into
get
account.
pregnant.
There are other forms of adversity. Maybe like
Okay, so
Right,
how? All right,
right,
let's
but
go
I'm
to the
saying-
next point. A woman who had an abortion or a woman who had a kid.
oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. What?
Wait, all right, wait. We'll go on. We'll go into this next. Peanut says,
We finally agree on something. You know, damn, we finally agree on something.
guys, it's a Christmas
I guess.
miracle.
I guess.
Nothing
I guess we're
agree
all
on
pro-choice
something.
now, right?
Wait, hold up. Peanut, what was your final decision?
Final decision doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Chernie, what is your final
For
decision?
the one on that they never had, like never got pregnant.
Never got pregnant or terminated the
I'd take
pregnancy.
the never got pregnant.
Rye.
Yeah.
Never got pregnant. And nasty.
Never got pregnant, but it really wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a deal.
All right, now on to the and I am with the never got pregnant. Now we're on to the even more complicated.
What about
one.
my question? You're not gonna answer that?
No,
one?
yeah, we are.
I can't say neither.
You can't say I don't know on the podcast.
Oh my god. I cannot-
We're trying to graph data here, Ryan. He's got a notebook now. He's got to graph that.
The book of Ninja.
There's no
I would
excuses
rather-
anymore.
I would rather-
It's in the book of Ninja.
That's a scary book
think it's tough either way.
Did you see this? I got this from my client's mom.
I heard about it. On the way. It's very nice book.
He was paying attention at that point.
I don't know. I don't tune in your nonsense. If it's interning. All right. So, Peanut, a woman is a mother, or a woman
This one's a
aborted
second
her
mother.
fetus.
Is
Who's
she a
the-
good mother?
Um,
I think that's a very critical.
all things
question.
are equal.
I don't know what that means.
It means
It just
that
means there's
it means
no-
that if
Why?
a, all right,
So is
it
the
means that if a woman
is the father still involved in both of these or no?
like
All
she's
things are equal.
wait,
What's
wait,
the
hold
equal
on.
thing?
hold up.
Yeah, word is better.
If a woman ceases the life of her, whatever you want to call it, parasite young fetus,
Hump of stuff.
isn't she definitionally not a good mother because she's choosing to?
I would argue that there is a chance that women who have abortions are actually better mothers because there's plenty of women who don't have the balls to do it and then they just raise a shit child.
But
Well, I mean,
I
that
don't know.
doesn't mean
Well,
someone.
No, I do.
Yes.
I think it is having the balls.
People have
So many
morals.
people.
But that
judge
doesn't mean
that.
they would have been a good mother if they.
Right.
I don't know if
And
that.
they were aware.
They
of
probably
that.
had, like-
You know, people
So-
just have different morals. Dude, it's not about not having the balls. It's just like they don't think that abortion. is-
Right. Okay. So maybe that came across a little aggressive, but like, I think if you were a good mother, right, then I would
Just
say
like don't have unprotected sex if you're not ready for the consequence, right?
See, I just don't. I think there's a simple solution, so there's no real consequence.
I mean,
what does the simple solution do?
There's so
Get
many
an abortion?
actions that we have that no longer hold consequences. Like, why do we feel so hell bent on keeping consequences with this when we have
Katie
an actual
Crawford.
solution?
Said, right, so then men shouldn't have sex either.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
I mean, men should not have a bunch of like sloppy sex and like spill their seed all over the country. Like men should also be conservative with their sex.
I disagree. Fuck all you want.
But like
Procedure
at the same
for
time, like it's their body, so like I have no.
Katie Crawford said, or get a vasectomy.
That's what Peanut was saying.
No, yeah, it's completely up to them. I just mean like when we're talking about this scenario, it's just not my. I don't know what I would choose. I don't because like both of them go against like what I believe. Like having a child, like
Yeah,
not married or getting an abortion. Like I just don't like either. scenario.
I mean, Chernie brought up a really good Sophie's choice. Like, would you rather get with a single mother or? I mean, I feel really bad about this, and I would like to like idealize the abortion, like maybe she got impregnated at a party one night and then like immediately took a Plan B pill.
Katie
You know-
Crawford said,
I thought everything
"I'm
equal.
pregnant and so much more
Where's all this
than I
coming
already
from?
was."
I didn't hear what Gladys said.
Katie said,
Katie Crawford said, pregnancy is fucking hard as fuck.
oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, nobody on this panel is going to
We
refute
can't
that.
speak on it.
Yeah.
It's so much pro-abortion than I already was. That's what she said.
As long as they ain't no kid, I don't care.
But yeah, like I would probably actually
How far along is
choose
she now?
what?
How far along
We're
is
doing
doing?
June, so I think.
Oh, so it's like
About
3 months,
three
4
months.
No,
No, it's
we're-
like
I think we're
three-
closer to
3,
4.
4 months.
Wait, July? You
At the end of
said?
June. No,
Oh,
June.
June.
2nd.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so like
I would-
3 or 4, yeah.
As much as it pains
Katie
me,
Crawford said, almost 17 weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's over 4 months.
Yeah.
as much as it pains me, and because I do want to keep in with the spirit of the podcast, I don't want to say, oh, they're both crappy. They are both crappy, but I would hope that the girl as responsibly as possible terminated the pregnancy before it became a fetus and it was just a zygote, and then I would choose that over a single mom.
Okay.
What are you
Yeah, I
the
think,
opposite?
no, I think like I said, I don't love it either.
You don't care as long as you don't got no kid. You got
Yeah, I mean, that's-
I don't care as long as I don't got no
yeah.
kid talking and looking at me in my damn face. That you won't care. Well, did you do it ethically? Oh no, like you care.
Do you guys think that a minor who seeks do you think that a minor who seeks an abortion should need parental consent?
I don't even want
I'm actually really like,
Because that's a complicated one.
yeah, because I think most minors who are seeking to get abortions, there's probably like incest that occurred, and they're probably with their.
I feel like most would just be teenagers having sex. Like obviously there's some where it's bad,
But
like,
do you think that they should be required to receive parental consent?
I
Parents should be notified. Parents should definitely be notified what's going on with their child.
I would.
And then too, how they gonna pay for it?
Well, the state pays for probably most of.
But when you go, you gotta show your insurance, all that stuff. And mostly you gotta sign off and stuff, so the parent will have to know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the parent has to know. You can't just say, "Well, I'm giving you an abortion," not tell your parents. Like, come on, that's breaking a lot of rules right there.
What do you guys say over there?
That's a tricky one.
It is a tricky one, yeah.
I would say parental consent unless they get emancipated.
But isn't there a certain age that they can do that like without consent? Like there must be a law on that.
I think it's a state.
It is state by state. I'm pretty sure
yeah.
Georgia is like one that you can just get if you're like 16.
Yeah,
I think Pennsylvania might be the same. We're
Maybe.
pretty lenient on abortion laws, aren't we?
Yeah.
I do think there's substance to saying that minors can't make decisions on their own. But there's also a counter argument to that. Like people have shit parents, so like, do you really want to let shit parents make? No. But, like, so I don't know what the actual rule is there. I don't know where.
Do you think parental consent should be required to receive a gender operation?
Yeah, I personally.
Now we're jumping.
I don't think that. I feel like you gotta wait till you're 16, 18.
Yeah, exactly. And that range is different. You got these.
Like, I think there's certain things that you can do at a younger age that aren't permanent. Like, and if you're just seeing how it goes, sure thing. But like permanent decisions, like you have to be old enough to make that decision.
All right, Chernie, you feel the same?
I still
unless there's an emancipation.
Yeah, I still stand by its parents' consent unless they're emancipated.
All right. Okay. Let's try and like lighten the mood. I don't know why you say that abortion is my favorite topic. I don't like it.
It's just one that people get fired up.
It's a meaty topic, but it's like
I say it because you're like, topic. Oh, this one's gonna ruffle people's feathers.
Yeah.
Like you love to like bring up how controversial you want to be.
I mean, like I don't want to be the kind of podcast that
Controversy.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not trying to be the podcast.
I'm not saying it's your favorite because you like to hate on abortion.
All right. Do you have a role model? You can't say a family member. And why is that person your role model? How about you go first, Ryan?
Well, I mean, I gotta think about it.
All right, well, like everyone's gonna be.
So, like, obviously, you can answer this question a million fucking different ways. I don't even know the guy's name, but the man who runs Arizona Iced Tea.
because he's kept the price of Arizona Iced Tea like 99 cents for fucking decades.
Going up now. It's going up.
Yeah.
Why is that your role model? That sounds like he's like your hero.
No,
that man
because he has a standard.
He has demonstrated that he's not a greedy fucking son of a
He should be the chairman of the Federal Reserve. He's fucking like a genius.
He's sustained profit, created a global company while not fucking people over. Right?
I like that answer. I'm gonna give you your flowers.
Thank you. The rest of the CEOs, someone walks up and shoots them back in the head. Shit happens.
What do you think of the Starbucks CEO?
Dude, Starbucks is facing some.
It's facing heat because of what he did, but he tripled the maternity leave for workers
and paternity leave or
parental leave.
Okay,
sorry. Why is that bad?
No, it's bad for investors because they don't. But it's
when
not.
Did that happen?
That happened when it started going down. It was like a week or two ago.
Oh man, fucking
that's
good time to buy.
Nah, bro.
Okay. They don't have to change it. Yeah. Like the Starbucks isn't gonna plummet to the ground. Like
people are the board members are gonna bitch and moan. They're not gonna pull out of Starbucks. You get way too many people at Starbucks.
Yeah.
What about stockholders though?
No, they are pulling out, but there's still a lot of people staying in because they know that it'll bounce back.
That's one of the things.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's all. It's also a fall stock. Like it does better in the fall than any other season.
The winter, I mean, it should do well in the winter too.
It doesn't really do well with like the hot drinks. It does well with pumpkin drinks.
Rye, do you got a role model? I'll go and give you some time to think. My role model is Warren Buffett. You know, raised in a rural town of Omaha, Nebraska, to like middle class families. Basically pulled himself up by his bootstraps. He's lived a life with great health, wealth, success, competence, and he's stayed true to his roots. He's not like some rich asshole that changed up once he got rich, and he's been rather transparent his entire career, showing other average Joes how to succeed just the same way that he did.
Thanks.
Yeah. Do you have one?
I would say my pastor is probably a role.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Which one, Pastor Thug?
Yeah.
Pastor Thug.
Well, his name's Pastor Doug, but he's yeah.
I mean, I had a feeling his name wasn't Thug.
All right. What's the reason? Did you say?
Just because he's been running my church since I was a kid, and just really showed me how to grow in my faith and everything. So just look up to him.
You son of a bitch! I'm in!
Nasty, do you have one?
I don't even have really one. Like I say, over the years, I had some chefs that I really I worked with over the years that was actually good at their job, that actually helped me grow and get better. But I can't really say just one particular person. This person more than my life. Nah. I say a combination of people over the years. I can say, but I can't just say just one.
Okay. What about the Godfather, Kevin Samuels?
I mean, he was good. I'm not gonna say, Kevin Samuels was a room, he was cool.
One thing I love and I hate about Nasty is he doesn't worship fake idols. It could be like this guy could be perfect guy or girl could be perfect on paper, just like the perfect role model. Man, fuck that motherfucker.
Everyone puts on the front. Everyone puts on the front. How many of these?
Yeah, I agree with him.
Put on the front, and then people put on the front, and then oh my God, my hero let me down. Well, you put him on a pedestal. Yeah,
I do.
People are people at the end of the day. So.
All right, Peanut. Here's a topic I know you've been dying to talk about. Let's talk about.
Wait. You don't care about my opinion?
No, what's your role model?
I don't have one.
No, I don't give a
But
shit
you
about your
also
opinion.
You also praise him for that, but I'm the same way. You never praise me for not idolizing anyone. What the heck?
That is facts. I mean, I didn't say I love this about you. If you play the tape back, I said I love this and hate this about you, Nasty. So
I don't care.
But you never even say you love this about me. You just don't say anything.
No, I feel it's an admirable trait to not love, false
I feel like
idols.
there's a little bias there.
But I do think that there is value in having a role model too. You know what I mean? Like a person that you can learn things from, so you're not just going at it alone. You're not going to succeed alone. No man or woman is an island. Like we need to be influenced in a little bit, All right, Peanut. Let's talk about that fucking scumbag wop, fucking Luigi Maglione.
I knew you were going here.
Luigi Maglione.
Expect a patrol in the trunk. Holy cannoli!
What do you want to say about him? Do you want to wait for Rye to get out of the bathroom?
Yeah, I'll wait for Rye. I mean, I'm not going to go full in because, I don't want to make all of those things too public. But yeah, I is murder wrong? Yes. Do I disagree with what he did? No.
Okay. Chernie, do you kind of feel similar?
I understand the backlash on the healthcare CEOs like that, but I don't agree with murdering them.
Okay. Nasty, how do you feel about this?
I don't agree with murder. I mean, trust me, I hate health insurance more than that. I can't stand it, but I don't want to. I'm not going to gun down the CEO. I'm not going to gun down the CEO of Aetna.
So like, I would never do that, right? Because I have too much I care about that. But like, why are people so upset? Like, what value did this man ever provide?
A lot of people aren't.
Why are people joyful? That's just
because of how many denies that the business.
The healthcare system as a whole is a
And
giant mess.
United Healthcare had the most denials.
But at the
No,
end of the
we're
day,
not
though,
saying that.
That was a father and a husband. End of the day, so
So people say that, right? Ex-husband, he was divorced. Father, whose kids are graduated high school, didn't even make a statement. So how much of a father was he?
But still, so now you're saying all just
Why?
that's not cool right there.
I
Now.
don't think you can condone murder. As
You can't
His
condone
wife didn't
murder.
even make a statement.
You
His
can't-
wife's
Ex-wife, you said.
his ex-wife's sister said something like, "Oh, she's really broken up about it."
Yeah, but you can't say because
So it was okay. Is what you're saying. It was okay.
Oh yeah,
It was okay. That gunned down in broad daylight.
yes.
Do you
I
think
have no-
so if it's
So,
okay,
like,
so
do I
what-
condone murder? No. Do I have?
You just
any
condoned
sympathy
murder.
for-
You just did.
Okay, you're right.
Just
So-
So-
That's how it was cool.
I don't.
He's saying because his kids didn't make a statement, oh, they don't care.
I'll take my gun.
No one made a statement.
I'll take my watch
So
out.
you think because he got
I'll
killed,
take
no
my
one
gun.
should
I'm
care?
sorry.
It's just okay. No, that's not cool. No, there's been a way
Do
to solve
you?
the problem.
So are
How
you?
do you initiate change?
You don't
You
just gun someone down like
So,
that. I
so
mean, that's not
demonstrate a
way-
time in history where changes.
So
not
changes
violent.
are going to happen right now because someone got gunned down.
No.
That's not
You
gonna
need
happen.
repeatability,
So
which I am not condoning, but
Wait.
I'm just saying.
So you're
Yeah.
condoning
No, I
enacting
got
change
violence.
by
They
violence?
love double
I'm not
talk.
condoning
From you said,
Yeah, so- no, I am.
don't
I
kill
am.
him. You don't kill him.
Ryan, open your eyes. Says Kelly. Kelly, hi Kelly.
So when you say you don't condone killing, but then we outside the revolution, so you're condoning it.
Kelly
You
said
can't
right
go-
there.
That's
Yeah.
not the way to do it.
Um,
And then top it off, he was rich. But Luigi, you come from a rich family. Luigi, you went to the highest schools.
Luigi,
Like, so you got a rich guy shooting another rich guy. So
Mhm.
that was bad all the way over.
But
all the way
Luigi,
around.
the thing that they're all
Luigi,
saying-
what are you
The thing
doing?
that they're all saying about Luigi is that he's
Is that what?
sorry,
It's okay.
that he's a baby. He's a good one. That's what they keep talking about.
That he's a baddie.
That's what they keep talking about.
What the hell is even that?
look, that man that was I don't even know his fucking name. The man who got killed, right? The CEO.
I think that's another big problem
Brian
with
Thompson.
with murder is people like everybody gonna respect the shooter, but like the one in front of the gun lives forever. That's what Kendrick Lamar said, who's a little fucking bitch. But like yeah, like this is a problem is that we all know who this fucking Omega Rager is, but we don't know like who he killed.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Is Brian Thompson like? So if it's like a mass shooting, you're not going to know all the victims because there's a lot of victims, and then you'll know the shooter. If it's one person, I think a lot of people know his name. I guess you guys don't, but
I know.
yeah.
But so you're saying that some people do deserve to die. Is that what you're
absolutely,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
Wait, so you're
So
for,
like, so
wait.
you're telling me,
are you for
right.
the death penalty?
yeah. So if you're telling me that someone responsible for the deaths, directly or indirectly, of literally like thousands and millions of people doesn't deserve to die? Because he denied claims to children with
The
cancer.
CEO is not. Oh, you don't get it. You don't get it. It's not
Oh,
him.
you're right.
I'm
The
pretty
CEO
sure
doesn't decide policy.
he's not sitting there checking off all. A lot of them get kicked back automatically. Like
Yeah, they
So
created an
you-
AI to do
It's
that.
something I got. kicked
That's
back
something the
that I should get
CEO
back.
allowed to do.
Wait,
So-
you think the CEO should get killed? Wait, so if you're mad about that, there's other CEOs who do way worse.
Oh, yeah.
No. You're not.
But also,
Not in that
also,
industry.
But condoning him getting killed, doing all ass whatever.
So
No,
let
that's
me-
not the way to do it. No.
I've been a big proponent of facts, right? So like, let's talk about it.
As
There's-
all of the rest of us are just proponents of nonsense, right?
I'm being rational saying I don't think the man should get killed. Oh yeah, he deserves to die.
So if you look at their denial rates, right? When he took over as CEO, they tripled. So how is he not directly related to that?
The board, all that. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm not saying you gun the man down in cold blood. That's not the way to get it done. That's not the way to get it.
So because what are you gonna do?
So would you gun
away?
someone down over
No.
something like that? Oh, so why is you kind of
I value my life. I value my family. I value you guys, my wife, my future son. Like I would never do that.
You talk to us like we're idiots.
Yeah, for real. Y'all talk like idiots.
So certain people deserve to die. Does Luigi Maggione deserve to die?
No, you killed one individual. Since when do we issue the death penalty for one individual?
We've been doing that.
No, most of the time it's
most
multiple.
states don't do that anymore.
Yeah, a lot of states, if you kill someone, well, as of late, they would take it back, or he'll get life in jail. Yeah,
But I'm not talking like legislatively. Does he deserve to die?
I
Because
don't believe so, no.
because he's a murderer.
Yeah, normally it's eye for eye. I mean,
But it's not eye for eye. That's not how our government works.
Because like, all right, if you are indirectly responsible for thousands of deaths, or you're directly responsible for one death, like the culpability of being directly responsible for one person's death has to weigh more than being indirectly like a part of a violent, system, right? Disagree?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Like, follow me here. Did you check to make sure that your engagement ring to Katie was conflict free?
No.
What?
So it could be possible that her engagement ring is a product of slave labor.
Sure.
So
Could it be? I doubt it, but could it be? Yeah.
why do
Actually-
you doubt it?
Well, actually,
Like,
no. I
the
know.
diamond
I
industry
know
is
it's
like-
actually it's not fact because the ring that I bought was taken from Wisconsin, so I
Okay.
actually did check all that.
Okay, all right.
I
So
was lying about.
So do you think? Do you think?
I was lying about how bad good.
Do you think that? Do you think that men that propose to their wife with blood diamonds deserve to die because they're like,
No,
they're
that's-
they're
like a-
indirectly like responsible for.
That's a lot more indirect.
But that is
way more
There's
indirect.
so many dotted lines for that indirect.
Do you
version.
think? Do
He
you think
is-
like?
I think you can make an argument where he's not even indirect, that he's direct, because there's a direct correlation between their increase in denies for when he took over and their profitability. Their denies tripled and their profitability went from like 16 billion to 24 billion. You can make that direct connection.
To be fair, correlation doesn't mean
But
causation,
not all those
But-
denials led to deaths, though.
Yeah.
No, not all of them.
Do you think that? Do you think that? All right, let's say there was a
But what
CEO.
is the reason for the denial?
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
I'm
It's
not
because you're a greedy little bitch.
I'm not so alright.
Yeah, like no one's
I
saying
think
that
you
he's.
should- I'm not.
But then I'm like, this, okay, this, I'm like, this,
Yeah.
okay, so hold on. Now, I'm like this. Now, I know you come out all that. Now, don't get mad if someone that you may like gets killed one day. Now, I have the same energy. Remember when the CEO got shot? Don't get mad. You know what I'm saying? Because you're setting the president right now.
Exactly.
I
Do you,
agree.
do you believe
Don't
that Donald
get mad.
Trump deserves to die?
Yeah,
I wouldn't
you
feel
took
too
it
bad, no.
But does he deserve to die?
No, I do not think Donald Trump has led to the deaths of that many people.
That's probably true. Do you think that if let's say the CEO of Hellsberg Diamond was like promoting all these Angolan slaves to die, do you think he would deserve to die?
Potentially. But I think you're going to have a hard time.
Callion said, no one deserves to die.
I think a lot of people
agree.
deserve to die.
Jeez.
Look at what about the fucking president of Syria that just they
Oh,
literally found
Assad.
a mass grave of 100,000 people. That
That's
motherfucker
bad.
doesn't deserve to
No,
die.
like that's like a
That's a
that's
whole
a,
other
that's
That's
a
whole-
war
I mean,
criminal.
You
Like a mass
made a
murder.
war criminal to a CEO now. Come on, now. That's too
That's
like 20-year war criminal to a CEO.
except zip code. I'm not sure
Huh?
what you're saying, Kelly. Hey Kelly, did you like the podcast? I know you're already a subscriber. Please like the video. No, I mean having a potter's grave of 100,000 corpses is very different than wearing a suit and working at an insurance company that denies people. Like it's
I don't think any of us are arguing that guy was like not a good guy. Like
Mhm.
he wasn't a good guy, 100%. But like I don't think we should be like joyful about like an assassination. That's all I'm getting at.
That's like a pedo or something like that, like Gary Clouch years ago. That was different. Yeah, I'm all for that, but not the CEO. No. That was too much.
I guess that's a danger. Yeah, like a danger.
I agree. Like I don't know if you were. I don't think you were celebrating when someone made an attempt on Donald Trump's life.
I did
Like,
not celebrate that. No.
yeah, like, and I didn't celebrate it, but I
I
also
don't condone
don't.
political violence. I think that's dangerous. But some little schmuck CEO, why am I going to lose sleep over that? Why?
Not to
I
lose
just don't know
Yeah, he
if
is.
sleep, but just as a human being, like, damn, he got shot. I mean, I'm not saying it's cool.
You know, be a better guy. Simple solution.
Now he never can.
No, you can't. He had plenty of time to fix that. He could have went to United Health. He could have made a lot of change in there. He chose not to. He chose to deny.
It's the system that's wrong.
It's the system.
It is the system because like all of these insurance, every single one of
They
them
are the same.
is out for profit.
And
The healthcare industry is only out for profit.
Correct.
We are like getting to be one of the most sickest fucking like first world countries. Like we're at the bottom of the list.
And why do you believe that is?
I think there's a lot of reasons.
What do you think is the primary reason
I think,
for
like-
our sickness?
Honestly,
Food.
food is number
I mean,
one.
like, the
It's all
environment.
crap.
Oversized stomach and a pair of floppy breasts.
You figure, you know what I mean?
Food
There's
is
more
terrible.
physical, dealing with physical activity. I mean, there is some not present use. It's a whole multitude of factors. Multitude. Different healthcare, so it's a lot.
So like you gun down one man for a broken system. It just doesn't conflate.
oh no, I agree.
And
One is
it's
not
what's
going to
all
make
about.
change.
Like, you can shoot.
But I'm not going to make a statement after that.
It's like you can shoot all the healthcare CEOs in the back. Guess what?
Another one.
There was
Another-
a-
next man up.
and
Next man up.
there-
I
Next
disagree.
man up.
Yes, you will. You can-
I'm pretty sure they would be more reserved
The
about
CEOs
what they're
don't make
doing.
decisions. The board makes the decision. Most CEOs are
The
just
CEO is the guy that gets shot.
most CEOs are just figureheads. The board makes the decision most of the time. So
The board does make a lot of decisions.
CEO
but
also chooses.
The
The
CEO
CEO
is
makes-
the
has
stockholders,
a
the
big-
shareholders.
big.
Mhm.
a
He has
big
a
Money
part
makes
in
the
it.
decisions. All right?
He's the
Money
face.
makes the
Unfortunately, he's the face
Money
of it, but
talks.
behind the scenes, all the other ones, they got off easy, in my opinion. They didn't really making the decisions.
I'm just saying. So, in your opinion, how do you fix the healthcare industry?
God,
I think this. I mean,
yeah.
I think the
What is the best
Not
solution to
shooting
fix it?
I honestly the best solution is to put people's control of their health back in their hands. Get some of these trash ingredients out of our food. Stop people being so dependent on fast food. Make exercise more accessible.
You realize that like most of these denials aren't like because someone was obese, so it's because like they had cancer or like some.
But
terminal
like,
disease.
I'll bet you in in like many years of research, we're gonna find that some of these fast food products
they
are
are carcinogens.
you're like you're creating cancer. You know what I mean? So like,
everything gives you cancer, but like to fix the healthcare part, you gotta fix everything. Healthcare, that's a
like
small part.
the more the more cancer research
so
we do,
much
we're
more
gonna
so.
find like holistic
System.
remedies for like combating cancer or like avoiding cancer. So like I'm sure you know there's gonna be a multitude of things that we find out or like give people cancer, and we're gonna like you know cut them out. Hopefully, if corporate greedy you know bigwigs are
The pharmaceutical companies are pretty scummy too.
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah.
How much does it cost? Yeah, for pills, it's dirt
You know,
cheap.
is
They
your
charge
company
like
considered pharmaceutical?
Yeah, we're biotech.
So should your CEO die?
Well, actually, my CEO just got told to leave the company, and I celebrated it because I think he was pretty bad at his job.
Well, the next one, you think the next one's going to be better?
No, I think he's
Don't
actually
shoot him
pretty
the
good.
way out. By the way,
But he's not going to lead to the death of a bunch of people. Even my own CEO, he wasn't very good at his job, but he wasn't harming people in doing it.
I mean it's two different industries in a way that are
Pharmaceutical is only out for profit.
yeah like
They
all
don't
all
want people to die.
corporations
about
are
it all
out
the
for
time.
profit, you know, like
Yeah, and that's what Nancy was saying. You have
Yeah.
to fix everything.
I work for a literal non-profit, and these corporations can't all be the WNBA. Like the lights get cut out if you don't churn a profit after a long enough time. You're not gonna be saved by Big Brother or Daddy. You know what I mean? Like you need to make a profit. We live in a capitalist society. Is it utopia? Probably not. But like I haven't discovered a better system than capitalism.
You
So-
never lived in another system.
What?
You never lived in another system.
Exactly. None of us have. Like, and I'm sure if there was some system that worked better than capitalism on a global scale, it would overtake capitalism. But like, I think. What do we think about democratic socialism? Like, or are you guys on that side of the table for democratic socialism over capitalism?
We kind of have both.
Yeah, we do kind of have both, but I think capitalism works. I think we just took it as an extreme as America.
That's probably yeah. But how do you control human greed though? Because that's the problem.
Probably knock a few off.
It doesn't solve the problem.
I think it does.
Just keep killing them.
I believe
It's
that is
either
called
thing.
accountability.
It's either
Accountability.
Do you think it's possible All right, you're going. Does anyone at this table think it's possible that Luigi Maglione was hired to kill him?
A fall guy. You
So
mean?
now we're getting the tinfoil hat.
What?
There is some things that seem a little shady.
Yeah, the live is just it's gonna come out. I got a feeling he can do it by himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he said he's a smart guy, but I'm like, to get all
There-
that lined
his-
up, you had to have
Also,
some kind of help.
what was it? His sister or his mother or something said, or his aunt said, it came out like that. She made a statement to the police officer. I don't like when they showed the photo. It was like, I don't know if that's him, but it's something I could see him doing.
I think the mom said
Yeah.
that was his son, but
If the mom's going to throw him under the
Apparently he
bus
also
like
was,
that, that's
Off
crazy.
the grid for like a couple weeks before all this happened. Like he just like disappeared
Mm.
from like existence.
yeah, I'm pretty sure he had some kind of help because I mean, like, he's a smart guy, but to do all that,
Probably to distract us from some other shit.
something.
Distract us from Syria and Israel
Something
and all
else
that.
going on,
And now we're just talking about the wrong stuff.
Pretty much like we always do.
Yeah.
All right, then you keep dragging the show out of what, man?
Yeah,
we gonna you wrap it up soon.
yeah. I'm gonna wrap it up soon. All right, really quick. I want each of you guys to tell me. I don't know. It could be a song, it could be a movie, it could be a fucking artist. What's your favorite part of Christmas?
None of this shit. Next.
Why do you feel the same?
No, fucking Christmas is everything. Mostly nowadays, I'm just excited for my kids.
You got kids different from you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fun for you.
It's a good time.
Oh yeah, man, kids are pretty fun.
Peanut, favorite like artist, actor, movie, song of Christmas. What's your favorite icon of Christmas?
My favorite icon of
Kelly Leon.
I thought we were just
A
talking about a
dance.
thing about
What about
Christmas.
Bieber, yo? Bieber.
It's a Bieber.
You say
Yo,
Bieber?
yo.
Peanut, what do you
Christmas
say?
goat.
I mean, overall, my favorite part about Christmas is just like kind of the festive spirit of everyone.
Yeah.
But in my specific industry, I have to be honest. Every single Christmas, my facility is going to shut down because we can't do maintenance during the year. So I get a year off every single year. So like I'd be lying if I said that was
You get a year off.
A week
a week
off.
off.
Yeah, what?
That's
Like,
awesome.
this is
You got a year off.
Peanut, I'm free, motherfucker.
Every single
That's
year,
awesome.
I get off. between the
Every
two
10
shifts.
years, you get a year off.
That's very nice.
Yeah,
It's like school.
it's like a Christmas break. Yeah, I can't lie.
Chernie, what's your favorite icon of Christmas?
I was gonna say like my friend's Christmas Eve party, but
Okay.
I don't know if you caught
Why?
because it's fun. We
Yeah,
play
okay.
video games and
Yeah.
stuff. What's that like about a party?
No, I just like I want to know.
But I thought you were like saying something like a song or something.
Yeah, well, like
I
tell
don't
me
know.
like a pop culture icon, like a song or a movie or an artist.
I like Love Actually.
Yo, I watched it last night.
Yeah, why
you
wasn't I
like
invited?
that?
I probably passed out.
Yeah, probably.
What's yours? Oh,
I'm such a big fan of my outro song. It's also my intro song, but I'll play it. Fucking
It's my everything song.
Kenny Big Hog Loggins, dude. Fucking he puts on for the white man. Yo, speaking of putting on for the white man, nasty. Did you know that since Josh Allen got engaged to Haley Steinfeld,
Okay, here you go.
he's got I think it's 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns, 0 turnovers.
wow.
Fiance Josh Allen is on a fucking tear. And Chernie, I need him to not do that well this weekend.
That's because you're facing me
Yeah.
with two of them.
All right. I want to thank you guys all for being here. Does anybody want to offer constructive feedback? I love constructive feedback. Any criticism, anything about our opinions, our mentalities?
Yeah, change your opinion. I only like you if I respect your opinion.
That's fair. Thank you for advocating for the Yuri Yama movement. Nasty, you have some strong opinions usually. Do you have any opinions on my opinions?
We'll talk later.
What's up, later?
Hey, we probably call it.
Right. Any constructive criticism?
No, I think it's a good time.
All right. Peanut, any constructive criticism?
No, I appreciate it.
Y'all
I
are a bunch
definitely
of fucking
acknowledge the
yes
fact
men,
that I
dude.
probably ticked up the hostility a little bit once I walked.
Definitely did.
Did that a little purposely.
It's about to get Interning. I'm here, motherfucker.
Fuck this
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, yeah.
Yes,
This
he
is the
deserved
best
to die.
Christmas.
Oh, he burns in hell.
Oh, yeah, quickly. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I've never seen Die Hard either.
Wow.
I think Die Hard with the Vengeance. I've never seen it.
I saw Live Free or Die Hard with Justin Long. I should watch all the Die Hards. All right. Once again, we want to humbly thank our listeners and pay them ample gratitude for the patronage. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to have such a high-quality interactive show. So thank you, audience.
Yup.
I'd like to take this time to remind all of our listeners that we're spreading like a virus. The Good Faith Podcast is now officially on YouTube Live with video as well as archived there, and also Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Spotify, RSS.com, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcasts, Listen Notes, iHeartRadio, and Patreon. On Patreon, we're working to build additional value for the multiple tiers of donors with special content, super chat priority, and VIP in-person meetings. We do value your attention, so thank you for quieting your TikTok brain for the last 3 hours. I did publish a new article on Patreon. Peanut, you're a paid Patreon subscriber, so you have access to it. You should check it sometime.
Cool.
Maybe you can invest in a company that I say is good, or whatever.
I should probably invest.
This is a reminder, if you feel you got any value from our show, it takes basically zero extra work to like and subscribe, and it'll move us closer to our goal of having thousands of subscribers, which will bump us up in the algorithm and expose us to even more potential listeners. If you guys want to share us with more of your friends, we'd be absolutely delighted to extend our outreach. The quickest way for us to broaden our exposure is for you listeners to each share us with one friend. We appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts.
Oh, sign me up.
What, single mom?
Homeless living in a car.
If you're interested in joining our movement, we represent... I saved her. We represent... Don't save her. Save me, Mario. Please help me, Luigi. No. Chernie, what's our movement?
Here you Biamo.
Feel free to retweet the hashtag. Also, stay cognizant to treat people with identical worldviews with your own with dignity and respect. And if somebody's opinion deviates from yours in any way, our movement advocates for treating them like absolute shit. Remember, a civil level of respect is only earned by people who mirror your beliefs. If you live in the greater Philadelphia area, want to guest star on our show, want to go on a date with anybody on the show, or have a sincere desire to move in with us, we're down a roommate. We desperately need one. Please reach out to us in an Instagram DM at Christopher Bulick. The Patreon link is in the description, and all proceeds will go towards rent, food, electricity, new computer equipment to improve our general show quality and Clark's medical expenses.
I open a savings account in your name. That way, 500 years later, it'll be worth billions. Billions. Oh,
This
I
is
like
so
money.
funny.
So
There it is. It's
Big long line.
beautiful.
It's one of the most boomer things I think I've saw in years.
Hey, read it. I need my reading glasses. Let me look at this paper.
Yeah.
To all of our faithful audience,
Like, I don't think I've ever seen a homeless
we wish you a
person
wonderful
on
weekend and a happy and healthy lifestyle. And I know we can't say Merry Christmas, so we're going to say Happy Holidays. We wish you all good cheer. And enjoy it. Merry Christmas, y'all. Kenny Big Hog Loggins.
Big hug. Oh man.
I thought it was the Sweatshirts Down My Balls song.
That's a great one.
Is it celebrate?
Yeah.
Skeet skeet.
Oh, good times, right?
Yeah, it was good.
Good.
I
It
feel
felt
like
good.
the more hostile you get, the more interactions you get.
That's
how the internet works.
Damn it.
Well, I know.
Shoot fire.
I know.
Damn it, saying we should kill her.
That's terrible controversy. Told you, dude. More controversy.
I feel like Pino was more controversial.
I came in purposely knowing I was going to.
Peter came in hot.
Yeah.
Hot
I
Peter.
feel like
I'm here. I'm ready to fuck.
You need to get a light.
Yeah, you need light here and light here.
Yeah. You need to get the
They need to
three
be
point.
right here.
I'm sending you a video of the 3-point light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you gotta find a way where you can like share your screen. Like
Yeah.
say like this right here. Oh shit, my phone. Say like this shit right here. And you can just share this on the screen. Like,
Yeah, they
swing.
gotta be able to see it.
You know,
Yeah.
like, I stand by that being incredibly boomer.